Hello, little ones. Would you like to hear a story? I've got one for you. Of dungeons and douchebags. Long ago, the land of Irion was governed by many majestic empires. The humans of the plains, the elves of the forest, the Oreads of the mountains, the Merrow of the oceans, and the kobolds and Okiti taking what was left. But, as is so common amongst all with darkness in their hearts, those who had power would not be satisfied until they had more. War broke out, alliances being made and broken in a second, as the once civilized races slew each other in droves in vain attempts to get one more seat of power. The kobolds, on the brink of annihilation, sought out a new draconic god who would protect them. Instead, they found Jagotha. A powerful and terrible dragon, Jagotha cared not for the suffering of those around him. Taking advantage of the warring continent, Jagotha razed Irion to the ground, seeking to carve a mighty empire in his name. A last desperate alliance stood firm against Jagotha, and after a terrible battle, the dragon was finally slain. With Irion torn apart, and no one in any shape to continue the war, an armistice was reached, and the Great War ended. Now, many years later, Irion has started to rebuild, and the Age of Clockwork has begun. And our unlikely heroes, gathered first to celebrate a harvest festival, may soon find themselves at the center of another war. Trevlon, the halfling bard.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this mystery right after I've had this little nap.
Corellian, the kobold paladin.
You must understand, I will do whatever it takes.
Malifane, the half-elf rogue.
You have me rather curious. Tell me something about you.
Thavagath, the Goliath barbarian.
With victory comes honor. And goes.
And Momo, the Arakakra cleric.
You seem tense. Let me help you.
From humble beginnings, these brave adventurers may soon find themselves the key to saving the fallen empires. Last time on Dungeons and Douchebags, Fallen Empires. Lord Stormkirk explained his favor. The Lower Monsoon District in Port Mirandu was going up for auction, and the head of the city bank, Nalur Nalad, wanted it. However, Lord Stormkirk also wanted the district in order to build a military fort. Although Trevlon had some very understandable objections, Stormkirk made it clear that this was not a request. As Stormkirk did not have the funds needed to outbid the city bank on his own, he recommended the heroes talk to and schmooze with the nobles of Port Mirandu to get their funds on their side. Fergus McKells, headman of faith, Giovanni Goldtooth, Grand Aegis of the Guard, Roderick Redwald, last of the royal family of Port Mirandu, and of course, Mayor Morkid Lionbelly. The rules of the auction were fairly complex. At such a high level of bidding, those who were interested in making their claim had 24 hours after the first claim to make theirs, at which point the clock would reset, until 72 hours had passed, at which point the auction house, fed up, would gather everyone to make their final bids. Our heroes returned to Port Mirandu and back to the Fiery Grog Tavern, which was not in a great state of repair, as, with Toftir de Flame, the owner, still in jail, none of the employees were paid. Our heroes did not dwell for long on such matters, as they were busy the next day learning of the important players who would help or hinder them in the attempted bid for the Lower Monsoon District. For instance, Fergus McKells apparently had several attempts on his life, but nevertheless would be attending a festival the next day. Roderick Redwald was a single father, and Giovanni Goldtooth had the gold tooth for which he was so named stolen one day, and blamed the Okiti, ratmen who had infested Port Mirandu's slums. Corellian finally managed to wheedle some funds out of Mayor Lionbelly, giving them a fighting chance, in exchange for a promise that he would have run of the... In exchange for a promise from Lord Stormkirk that he would have run of the Lower Monsoon District when it was bought. But as Corellian went to make the bid, a group of Okiti, led by a burly one in a tricorner hat named Captain Vincent. Actually, he had a much longer name, but Okiti's names are long by definition, so for the recap's sake, I'm just gonna call him Captain Vincent. Dropped into the auction house with several chests full of gold coins and made their own bid. In the process, however, he met Remek, another Okiti, who explained that the Okiti were entering the bid to try and save their home from being gentrified, or turned into a military fort. What developments will a new day in Port Mirandu bring to this bidding war? What sort of festival is to be held in the streets in the morning? And how many more ways can our heroes be bamboozled by ratmen? Find out on the next episode of Dungeons and Douchebags: Fallen Empires. Greetings, traveler, and welcome to Dungeons and Douchebags: Fallen Empires. I'm your guide, Falconhoof, and this is a reference that a lot of you are probably not going to understand. Here with me, we've got Jojo.
Right, fake huh? I'll give you $42 not to do that.
No deal. We've got Phil.
Since it's not Walrus's turn until a little bit later, I have to say it. I'm very offended right now.
Yeah, we'll get to me. Don't worry.
We've got Atlas.
I thought this was the phone sex line.
And we've got Walrus.
And
apparently we've got Walrus.
oh shit! I didn't even hear you say we've got Walrus. Let me try that again. This time for real. I'll give you a good one. Say it again.
Hello, caller. Are you there? We've got Walrus.
Colchester.
Maybe 2 people in the chat are going to get that joke.
I will educate them. I will post a link for them because it's important.
Jester, please.
Kill
It's
Jester.
very important.
Kill Jester.
Wait, Walrus, what did you say?
Kill Jester.
Kill Jester.
Jester.
Call
Kill
Jester.
Jester. Hey,
Their chat will be educated in their own time.
Okay.
Soon.
Wait, walk into me, ball bag.
Alright. So,
Alright.
when last we left off on Fallen Empires, our heroes had spent a day in Port Mirandu, taking to the streets, researching who these fancy schmancy nobles they're supposed to schmooze with and get money to outbid the city bank for getting the Lower Monsoon District are. And then they retired to the Fiery Grog Tavern.
Home.
Yeah. It is now the next morning. It's fairly loud downstairs, as is per usual for the Fiery Grog Tavern, but other than that, doesn't seem to be, anything major going on in here. Also, before I forget, actually, Scott is busy being attacked by the Fire Nation. He'll be joining us later.
God
May he
damn it.
survive the attack.
Mm-hmm.
I need to learn other 3 elements to save him. Anyway. I'm gonna go downstairs. Is it louder than usual?
No, it's early morning, so, it's the typical early morning loudness of the Fiery Grog Tavern. It's pretty well known for being a dive, and a raucous dive at that, so it's loud basically all the time, but it's not any louder than usual today.
Okay, I see. Well, I'm gonna get out of bed. I'm gonna go to the bar and see if they got any breakfast to serve.
Alright. Yeah, they're serving toast and ale. Menu at the Fiery Grog is pretty limited.
I will get some toast and ale then.
Cool. Alright, you hand over money. I'm going to assume, for the whole group, it's going to be 5 silver total. The Goliath the Goliath bartender goes and gets to work pouring some ale.
I nod my head, assuming that he's compliant, obviously.
Alright.
I'll make my way downstairs. Remind me, did I tell you lot? Krellian just sort of stumbles down and gets to Momo. I'm really sorry. I have to take this call.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that's an interesting roleplay choice. Okay, cool.
Weird flex.
I'm sorry. What?
Corellian has their finger up to their ear, taking a call.
I mean, an interesting use of sending stones, but okay.
Heck. I just assume. Corellian just like face plant.
I'm a level with you all.
Get to me.
I was like half asleep when I rewatched the VOD, so I don't know what's going on right now. So I'll just sit on the back burner while I figure it out.
Got it. If that's the case, whilst Corellian is face planting, Trevlon walks down, very confused.
Momo turns to Trevlon and just kind of looks down at Corellian, looks back at Trevlon, and just does that.
Yeah, just assume it's one of the weird things that the universe is deciding to throw at us, and just keep moving.
I suppose I'm.
Oh, go ahead. Go.
No. You first.
How was your sleep, friend? That's all.
It was quite nice. Yes.
Good. I'm
How
glad
about
to
you?
hear that.
How was your sleep?
I think it was better than it possibly could have been. I've just been not feeling so great about the whole buying out remind me what the actual district is called again, Alex.
The Lower Monsoon District.
Yes, that. I'm a little bit, well, to say I was had some issues with buying out the Monsoon District for our mutual benefactor, yeah, I had issues, lots of them. But meeting the Okita yesterday, I feel better about it, and I think we're going to have a better time finding a good way of getting everybody a good shot at this, like a good spec of the deal, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, I bought the lot breakfast if you're hungry.
Well, I mean, I can't even remember the last time I ate, so, yes, please.
Then yes, please come eat something.
Yes, I will do that.
Momo pats a seat next to him that's like a foot away, so he just kind of leans over and just pats the stool next to him.
Thavagath picks up the plate of food and just starts eating it as if it were a sandwich, plate and all.
Mate, you can't, can you...
Thav, no, wait, stop!
He's very tired.
Do you eat porcelain, what? Okay, got up.
Wait, Alex, do I have to roll
roll?
anything to make this canonically successful?
I didn't
Please.
realize he and the goat were so similar.
Yeah, make a Constitution saving throw.
And what do I have to roll to see if I can slide what's left of the plate out of his fingers without him noticing?
Nope, too late. Sorry, Sweaty.
I mean, you can eat it just fine. Sleight of hand versus his perception.
Okay, oh frick. Alright, so...
Passive perception, or do I have to roll?
Are you actively looking to make sure that no one takes your plate?
He's not actively looking at anything.
Okay, so passive perception then.
Alright. I got passive of 10, so...
Cool. Sleight of hand, Momo.
Come on, bro. Come on. God dang it!
Nope.
Momo, you're sticking your fingers up close enough to Thavagath's mouth that it's getting a little uncomfortable.
I start eating your finger feathers.
Before my fingers can get any closer to his mouth, he still tries to, pull the plate, but then he just gives up. Oh, buff.
So,
the important thing is that you tried.
I did my best. That's all that matters, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were saying, Corellian? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Also,
right.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just a little distracted, that's all. Weird dreams. Anyway, first off, remind me, how did your whole thing with the Okiti go last night?
Are you referring to me?
Well, I meant all of you. You all went together, didn't you?
Long story short, it went okay, and then we met somebody who's going to help us, I believe.
I
Well,
don't think you remember
that's not-
any
that's-
of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
You're remembering what Atlas went through.
Ah,
Yeah,
right. Okay,
Corellian did that stuff.
sorry.
I'll explain
Brain
what happened
blast.
to us.
Got a blast.
Trevlon sighs, looks at Corellian with slightly deader eyes than usual, and goes, "So, got to stay on a wild goose chase a bit. Told us to go. I need to find that fucking word again. Holy shit! What is it?
Have fun,
What was
because
Con?
Okini names are long as fuck.
Well, this is the thing. It's not even a Vitit. Oh my god. Okay.
Vitis Gravy Con.
Yeah, that. Fun fact: it's not a person's name.
Oh, what is it?
It actually means mind your own business. So I was basically going around town talking to Okiti, asking them about minding their own business. So that's how
How-
my day went. How did
how-
yours go?
How? No, wait. I really need to know this. How long did it take for someone to tell you?
It took a human on the street to tell us.
And how long?
Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm very, very annoyed about it, so that should give you an inclination of how long it bloody took.
It took a solid 4
excellent.
hours of asking Okini.
If I ever meet that Okiti again, him and I are going to have words. Polite ones,
Oh,
mind you.
Oh, definitely the most polite. Well, I also happened to meet quite a few Okiti. I don't recall if I told you last night, but since Tabagath was maybe he's more awake now than he was then. But there is a competing bid that got put in basically at the last bell of the auction, and it was put in by the Okiti leader. It's at 110,000 gold. And he may be willing to work with us if we're willing to, help them out.
Holy crap. What's his name?
The captain, that would be Vincent Ericlea. Captain Vince. Although maybe a full name would be, impress people type things,
It would certainly show that we're trying our best. Alex, do I know anything about Vincent or Captain Vincent off the top of my head?
Make a history check.
Mm-hmm. And here we go.
Okini, from what you know, they're a seafaring people. They've hopped from place to place for a while. Port Mirandu is the most recent place they have settled down. And they don't really have, kings or dukes or leaders that are not elected except out of merit. So, Captain Vincent, obviously, is, seen by the Okiti as yeah, you're probably the best choice to handle Okiti affairs while we're in here. It's your job now, buddy.
Okay, so definitely a leader type then, because that's more like they have to. It's basically universally agreed by the group that, yep, this guy's the guy.
Interesting.
So, yeah, this person's going to have a lot of respect, which is, I mean, what sort of folk did you talk to? How are they? Are they nice folk? Do they seem reasonable?
I mean, one of the lads guarding him was quite happy to speak with me. Remix Diminata. I suppose escorts or guard. He mentioned that he got time off to do his own stuff. They're fairly understanding, but he seemed like a fairly stand-up fellow and was very willing to answer more than a few questions of mine. Even gave me the name of the captain's ship, the Black Lightning.
Okay, well that's very good. That may imply if he is of nice temperament, then that might mean that the others are. Well, okay, I don't know if that's a given, but they all thought that Vincent was a good choice, and I'm assuming that the friend you made agreed. They all got to have something in common, and judging by the way that you're describing them, it doesn't seem like they're necessarily bad folk. Certainly better than Lionbelly and any of his cronies.
Yeah, it would definitely behoove us and be a lot more efficient if we could pool our bids with theirs. That's an easy 210,000 gold plus whatever Lionbelly put forth as well. I think that was another 4,000. If we want to end up taking his at all in the whole negotiation process, it would be faster than trying to track down 4 other, or 3 other people with varying amounts of coin throughout the city, and then convincing them that we never met them. I hate to be the one to put all their eggs in one basket, but it would be worth considering.
Okay, I get that. I think that's always the avenue to start investigating, that's for sure. Alright, cool. You have actually made very good progress. Better than what I did, and we all did yesterday with the Akiti, that's for sure.
You found out some very valuable information, and now we'll know if we're being taken for a ride again. Krellian is very obvious, trying to make the best of it for you. See, they did something.
To be honest, no, I'm a little bit concerned that the next Akiti I talk to for directions, or anybody like Akiti that they might know, I'm pretty sure they might just tell me to go and find the person known as Go Fuck Yourself. Well, we'll see, I guess. I guess we'll see.
We're gonna need a trustworthy translator, apparently.
Hopefully the contact you made will be kind enough as to lend his ear.
Remnant seemed like a fairly upstanding fellow, so get a second opinion.
Okay. In the meantime, we also definitely need to make sure that. So, is today, Alex, the day of the sort of festival?
That is correct.
Today, the festival's taking place, and we'll be able to possibly get another backer on our side. Yeah.
Argus, although I'm not really sure what we would be able to offer him in terms of. I mean, he's in charge of all the. Was it consecrating all the temples and shrines and things in the area or something like that?
Making sure that the blessed food is good, essentially.
Wait, no. That's not right. He was the one who was getting, Laura's voice poisoned or attempted to be poisoned.
Oh yeah. So he's been he samples the good, so to speak. Well, if that's the case, then not to be pessimistic, there's a chance it could happen again, couldn't it?
Yeah. What was the rumor? He'd gone through 4 different food tasters or something like. At any rate, I don't know. Momo, what would somebody in charge of, I guess, a temple want? What would they desire in terms of political leverage? You do that sort of thing, right?
Momo kind of twiddles his thumbs a little. I mostly just went along to help out with what Arias did. He mostly knew what he was doing.
So presumably you are.
Check.
Yeah, roll a religion check. Just
Make a religion
just-
check.
Let's see what else. Let's see what else you got up your sleeve.
That was what that was an RP prompt for.
Hey, eat ass.
Nice.
You did manage to pick up a couple of things as you followed Arias around. Mostly, what someone who works as a clergyman, basically, would want for political gain would be the spread of their own religion, the safety of their own religion, the safety of themselves, obviously, and basically, making sure their own personal faith thrives.
I relay this to the party.
Okay. So.
Well, he's the headman of faith, but I'm not really sure what particular god he follows. So the only angle I can think of is the whole, poisoning thing.
Yeah, it might be an opportunity for one of us to test their constitution, so to speak, and hopefully not get poisoned.
I could do it.
I would feel.
What's the issue?
I don't feel comfortable with.
Comfortable with what?
Do you have any experience in testing poisons?
I mean, I can't get sick, so there's that. And, I can cure poisons and diseases fairly easily, so worst comes to worst. I'm probably the best qualified out of all of us.
I mean,
Provided I just don't flat out get killed right off the bat without any moment to react.
Mama kind of raises a finger. I could help too if needed.
Exactly. See? We're well equipped.
Could I make a medicine check to see if there are any insta-kill poisons out there in the world?
Yeah, sure. Probably.
Trevelyan is not convinced.
Yeah. Given that there's a whole group out there known as Plague Lords, there's probably some really nasty shit out there.
I respect that you are definitely, either of you two, that you cleric and paladin folk with your healing magic and your whatnot, you're probably very qualified for the job. I'm just a little, just worried. That's all. In any case, if Corellian, if you decide to do that, how are we going to, get in contact with Captain Vincent again today? I mean, you were the first point of contact.
Well, I mean, you could find the boat. Although another offer would be, and maybe it's a bit not as, well, maybe it's a bit more exciting and less dangerous, would be to try, or to pledge that we find who is doing said poisoning. I'm sure that would be worthwhile.
That's also true. Would we be able to get that done in 2 days? Because that's all we have left.
Not in 2 days, but that's still a fairly... Consider it. We're not... I guess we're technically somewhat politically aligned now, but we're not really that involved in the sort of politics of this land. So our services as free agents, as you know, are fairly in demand, it seems. So it might be worth offering.
Would that offer be enough to help them bid, though?
Fuck if I know. We'll have to try and persuade them.
That'll be an idea. And Trevelyan looks at his crossbow as this is mentioned.
Either way, we should definitely go to the festival, and just in case someone tries to, off Fergus there, we'll be able to swoop in like big damn heroes and save the day or some shit.
Should all of us go?
Corellian shrugs.
I mean, I don't see why not. We could just take 1 day trip there and another day trip to the ship at the end of the day. Could work.
Fine by me. I mean, the festival's like I'm pretty sure it's a 1 day thing, isn't it?
It is.
There we go.
To my knowledge, it is at least. What about you two? And Trev looks to Thav and Momo, and not Malifane. He seems to be still sleeping. What do you guys think about this whole idea? You all want to come with us?
Momo nods.
And you, big man?
He just silently and slowly nods as he finishes off his plate.
With unholy crunching
That's
and glass shattering noises.
I've never heard the phrase "finish off of plates" be used so literally. It's mesmerizing. Trevelyan nods and smiles and looks at everybody and goes, "All right, I guess we're gonna go to a festival today." Isn't that interesting? It's the first place we all ever met was a festival as well.
Yeah, hopefully this won't be as, well, tragic, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
It's great.
I put my faith in that fact.
All right. You all head out of the Fiery Grog Tavern and get onto the streets of Port Mirandu towards the main gate. There appear to be, a couple of temporary platforms and scaffolds set up all along the main street of Port Mirandu, and there are several people all gathered together chatting amongst themselves. When you hear this off-key trumpet blare throughout the air, interrupting the crowd, and then an Okiti with let me actually double check here. An Okiti with pale brown fur steps onto one of the platforms. He's wearing a little puffy violet jacket, another tricorner hat with a red feather in it, and he steps up, looks over the crowd, smiles, clears his throat, and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, police? Are your ears ready for astounding? Your eyes ready for disbelieving? Your spine ready for the tingling which is brought here to you today? If there is a doubt, a creeping of doubt and fear into the back of your mind, ladies and gentlemen, I implore you turn away. I doubt you will be able to endure such a festival as this. But for those brave or foolhardy enough to stay around, luck is on your side. Today the animals take to the streets. Today the copper is worth its weight in gold. Today the raven chortles, the oracle struck dumb, the lords of battle bow. Today is a song. Today is a dance. Today we take to the streets, and perhaps for today is the Feast of Fools! And then there's this burst of confetti and trumpets as a bunch of Okiti flip up from trapdoors, throwing confetti and baubles into the air, and the crowd goes nuts as a bunch of ratmen and other acrobats start flipping all about in these gaudy costumes, jumping from scaffold to scaffold, diving into the crowd, giving salutes, and then diving back out. And a bunch of them are like wearing masks and really elaborate costumes. It's crazy. It is crazy in here.
All right, out of character, which one of us is Quasimodo?
What?
This, I can guarantee you, is a reference to the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I already thought about it, and I'm gonna cry.
Oh no.
I love you, Alex. You know that, right?
Yes.
Good. This is perfect.
I mean, it helps that today is actually, the day of Mardi Gras. So.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
That's really.
Welcome to Fantasy Mardi Gras, motherfuckers!
Mardi Gras, or more importantly, over here in the UK, Pancake Day.
That's true.
Have you guys ever heard? Do you guys know how to get beads?
No. I know how to get pancakes. That's about
Hold on.
it.
Define beads real quick.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Probably
No, like necklace. These
Okay,
cute
yeah, we're out of the
necklaces.
pre-show. We're out of the pre-show.
We're out of the pre-show, and it is amazing that this lined up with Mardi Gras.
Right? I'm very happy.
I'm very happy too.
I'm pleased.
I'm just happy to be with you guys.
Oh. Anyways.
What else? So, it's the festival. What exactly is there any sign of any religious folk at the moment? Just right off the bat.
There is
Anybody?
a huge crowd in here.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I look around to see if I recognize any religious symbols?
Yeah. Make an investigation check, and then a religion check if that succeeds.
Pokey poke.
It's a huge crowd, Momo. Just standing on the street looking around isn't going to help you all that much.
What if they look really, really hard?
What if I get on Thav's shoulders?
Go for it.
Okay. I tap Thav's leg. I tap Thav's
sure.
legs.
I guess that counts as me assisting. Roll again, do you?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Do it. 22. That's bad. That's not bad.
Nice.
That's not bad.
You get up on the Thav's shoulders for a vantage. You look around. There is one kind of bulky dude with a full red beard and head of hair chatting to some of the festival goers, and he is wearing holy vestments, including what you recognize from research before you came to Irion as the holy symbol of Arathis, goddess of civilization.
Oh. What's the name again of the goddess?
Arathis.
Arathis.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you are hoisted onto Thavagat's shoulders, the audience gasps, seeing, oh, holy shit, there's a little bird man. And they go even more wild and like swarm all around you and Thavagath.
Very good.
I've made a horrible mistake.
Yeah,
It depends on your definition of mistake.
Yeah.
I
'cause-
think you'd
And,
be used to this by now.
and the Okiti who made the big speech looks at this, looks over at you, Momo, and gives a quick two-fingered salute.
I look at my finger and do 2 fingers and I do it back.
Nice! By the time you do, he's backed out into the crowd and is swinging around with the other Okiti.
Well, this is going to be a tricky business.
Momo, you should fly a loop. Give him something to cheer for.
Okay. I jump and I start to like fly up as high as I can, and then I do like an entire loop-de-loop and then fly back down.
Make a performance check.
Come on, baby.
Oh, frick.
Can I
Man.
can I assist with this by giving Momo some really good music in the background with my my instruments?
Yeah, go for it!
Go on, go for it.
Advantage?
Get advantage, baby.
Advantage, go for it.
Oh, baby, please.
It's gotta be cool.
Come on.
Oh, come on. Oh, wait,
Worse.
I have inspiration. Can I use it?
You can use it for another roll, not inspiration. I mean,
okay.
another not advantage roll, rather. You can use it since you already had advantage. I'm good at
I was about to
words.
say, really,
I'm good at words,
Okay.
guys.
I'm proud.
It's
of you.
okay, me. Okay.
You got this.
Okay. I rolled the thing.
Okay, we're waiting for it to show up.
Oh, okay. I hate myself.
Front.
So that did nothing. You were taking the 14. Yay!
Yeah.
Hey.
Yay.
You do a pretty cool flip, and the crowd goes wild. They're throwing, like, beads and baubles and trinkets up your way.
And when I land on Thav's shoulder again, I spread my arms and I cast light on myself to make myself glow.
You are now a glowing bird that is covered in, like, all these strings of, like, multicolored beads. It looks gaudy as all hell, and it's amazing.
Yay! Cool! I kind of, like, tap my foot on Thav's shoulder, like, what do I do now?
Victory Screech.
I look to Corellian and just kind of like give a what do I do glance.
Take a bow.
Momo, bows.
Yeah, you bow. And are you doing a victory screech?
What?
Are you doing a victory screech? Thav did suggest a victory screech.
No.
Oh.
Alright. I can just imagine Thav looking up, noticing the lack of victory screech, and looking very sad.
Oh man, now I feel no.
He just very, very quietly does a defeat screech in his to himself.
Oh,
Chewbacca.
What does the defeat... Thank you for the defeat screech! Cool. Alright. So... Momo and Thavagath are probably real busy. So they're gonna need some time to break free of the crowd. Thavagath and Corellian... Not Thavagath. Trevlon and Corellian, what are you doing?
I guess we have a large ginger man to chat to.
Assuming that's him, of course, but
Look at him. Of course it's him. Or at the very least, he might know him.
True, might know him. I'll give you that. All right,
Let's do this.
Alright.
off we go.
You push and shove your way through the crowd towards the man. Because the crowd is so large and it's just so noisy all around you, he hasn't noticed you quite yet.
Does it look like anybody is trying to sneak up on him or attack him at this very moment as we're coming up?
There's someone, like, every foot or so. If
Right.
there is someone trying to move in his direction, it would be hard to see against the hundreds of other people in the street.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna take a gamble. Trevlon coughs, preparing himself to shout, and yells, Fergus McKells!
The ginger man turns in your direction, then looks down, kneels down a bit, and is like, hello there. How can I help you?
If I'm honest, sir, what should I call you first of all, by the way?
Mr. McKells is fine.
Mr. McKells, excellent. Trevlon, by the way, hi. I was wondering if my associate and I could help you.
Really? What would that be about?
Well, I will be frank with you, sir. We need financial assistance. An associate of ours is intending on trying to purchase a large plot of land in Port Mirandu and is wanting to bid on it. There is a hefty person who is bidding against us. Hefty in terms of hefty pockets, I should say. And we're looking for all the help we can get. And since we are exceptionally talented individuals, we could wonder if our talents could be lended to you for that assistance.
The whole time you've been talking, McKells has had this kind of grimace on his face, and as you finish, he goes, "That's gonna be rather complicated."
In what sense?
Well, you see, I happen to owe Mr. Nalad of the City Bank quite a lot of money. I mean, blessing shrines and temples across the city, it's excellent work, but it's not exactly profitable. And to keep the temples in business, you make what loans you have to.
So you aren't exactly in the best financial position.
Not
and
exactly.
Neither are you in a position. Neither are you particularly in a good position to do anything against Mr. Bank.
It would look especially bad, yeah.
Crumbs. Trevlon looks at Corellian a sort of understanding but frustrated look on his face, like, oh no, is this it? Is this what's gonna happen?
Corellian doesn't really seem to. They can't really think of any decent way around that. Seems a good enough excuse to them, but even so, Mr. McKells, we have heard of a certain. Well, we've heard rumors of you being the subject of subterfuge. Would that be correct?
It's been a bit of an unfortunate streak. I always try to have a nice dinner with a certain friend of mine, and then it turns out someone's tried to poison that dinner. I've gone through so many chefs, because obviously it has to start with them, though, you know.
I see. Who have you hired for this particular event, if I may ask? If you are going to be partaking in any of the foodstuffs.
This particular event? Oh, no. You must be thinking about the Day of Red Fireflies. That's this evening. I'm not sure what this is.
This gives Trevlon pause, and he sort of blinks and looks at Fergus and goes, "So, Mr. McKells, this... You don't know what this is?"
Well, I mean, obviously they're calling it a Feast of Fools, and I don't think that was on the registry, so I'm here to make sure, nothing gets out of hand, they don't start mocking the church or anything.
I don't think that's on their agenda, judging by what I've seen so far, but... And Trevlon looks at Corellian. This might be worth following up on, isn't it?
So, the Day of Red Fireflies, like my friend mentioned, we do have particular habits. Words are hard. Talents.
Skills? Yeah.
Yes, skills, talents, so on and so forth. We would be.
I'm sorry, you're cutting out a whole lot.
We do have particular skills and talents for this evening. We would be more than happy to run counter subterfuge if that's a service you believe you may require.
We recognize that you can't necessarily do anything to, get against, Mr. Head of the Bank, but, hell, even if just a small favor you could lend us, that would be enough. We'd be happy to give you any assistance we can just for something like that.
Well, one theory I've had in particular, they might not be going after me.
No? Who might they be going after?
Well, you see, like I said, every time it's happened, I was at dinner with a certain lady friend of mine. Her name is Saena, and I'm going to type that because spelling is fun!
Same.
Yay.
Cool.
And it's entirely possible they could be going after her.
Why would they go after her? What's her position, if you don't mind me asking, in the world?
Again, he makes a grimace and goes, her full name is Saena Nulad.
Whoa.
I see. I see. That's the name. That's the name of the banker.
Someone's trying to... Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah!
Interesting, alarming. Pick your adjective.
It's a lot of things. Well, that is extremely useful information and also very troubling.
And also, will she be attending the event this evening?
That would look a little weird. Night of the Red Fireflies is mostly for children, and she is not.
Okay. Alright. Well. Is Sayana a mother?
Well, that's a rather odd way to go about it, but no, she does not have any children.
Okay, right, that's good.
Revlon.
Well, I mean to... You know what I was trying to do.
We are not betrothed, if that's what you're asking.
I am fucking... I appreciate that this is a very fair line of questioning to go down. Not what I was intending. Just making sure that if she had family, that they were going to be safe. That's all. Anyway, Mr. McKells, this is extremely useful information. Do you know where Sayana resides at the moment?
Revlon.
I'm not meaning that in that way. If she's
Well, I mean, obviously, he would...
He just looks
I
between
know.
the two of you as you argue amongst each other.
Okay. Think of me not as anything more than a person who's looking out for her safety. Do you know where she'll be tonight?
Where she'll be tonight? I don't know, probably with her brother or something. She's somewhere in the crowd today, but, it's very large, a whole lot of people want to get my attention, and haven't really been able to keep tabs on her.
Okay, well, that is useful information regardless. Oh god, if this is... I am worried for her safety immediately now. Corellian, I think we should split up. One of us should go and try and find the orchestrator of this very event, try and figure out what they're up to, and another one of us should try and find Sayana and make sure that she is okay.
Corellian just sort of, squints across the crowd. It's really bright. I really wish Malafane were here. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. McKells.
Oh.
What would you happen...
Yep, go ahead.
What would you happen to know about a certain Lord Stormkirk?
Lord Stormkirk, I thought he was dead. Apparently I was wrong.
Oh, no.
He's our patron.
Yeah.
I see.
He's an interesting fella, but I think at heart he's a good one. So, if you want any favors from him, a guy who can literally bring storms down from the heavens, you know who to call. Before we go...
He's the one who wants the land, so...
Yeah, he's also the one who wants the land, so keep that in mind. Before we go, one last thing. Could you describe Sienna for us, just to make sure we can actually find her?
Tall, slender woman, ash gray skin, has little ram horns and purple hair. Kinda hard to miss.
Right. Okay. Right, that is very useful information. Mikkels, you may have very well... I don't want to be pessimistic, but if she's in danger, we're going to do our best we can to make sure she's okay right now, okay?
That doesn't really put a smile on my face, but okay.
I know, it's just... This is a busy festival, things can happen. Let's go.
Trevlon,
Let's go.
let's go.
Alright. Meanwhile, Momo and Thabagath. By now the crowd has moved on to something else shiny, so you have a few moments to breathe.
Momo's like he's been like while they've been talking, Momo was doing like some aerial tricks and sang a bit, and he's just like out of breath because he had never flown that much. What about you, Trev?
What about you, Thab?
Sorry, didn't realize my mic was muted.
Nice.
You're a big
Good
silly.
old,
Nice.
good old Yetis. Fucking. Hold on a sec. Can we see where Trevlon and Thingy are from here?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Shut mouth.
Because you're tall, you have a better vantage point than most of the other people here at the Feast of Fools. You do manage to spot Trevlon and Thingy, but you get distracted for a moment because you also spot another halfling that looks remarkably similar to Trevlon until you realize, wait, that's a woman.
I decide to go towards that halfling.
Oh shit! Oh no! So ignoring Trevlon and I quote you, Thingy.
Mouth.
I will not. You head over to this other halfling. As you get closer, you notice she's got hair that's way longer, tied up in like pigtails, and is wearing a magician's robes with the emblem of Panmia Academy in Port Morandu, and she's busy chatting with a bunch of people in the crowd.
It's actually a child.
It's actually someone who legitimately looks like Trevlon. Who'd have thought?
Remind me, just because I'm terrible with names, and Panmia Academy, that's the one Annabelle's from, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeet. All right. So we walk over to this beautiful lady, and attempt to strike up casual conversation.
Okay, this is Trevlon. This is Trevlon. I know that he's not supposed to be here. If you fuck my sister, I will end you. Warned. Don't do it.
Stop metagaming.
So,
I know, just
as I was saying,
just
striking up casual conversation with this enchanting individual.
Alright. You get her attention, she turns and is like, oh, hello there, what's your name?
My name is Thavagath, and yours?
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Thavagath. My name is Vavira Bluequill. I'm studying here in Port Morandu at the academy, but you probably managed to guess that already.
Momo kind of lifts up his head after hearing her name. Hey!
Thavagath's eyebrow raises in a very interested manner. He goes, Bluequill. That's a rather beautiful name.
Vav, that's the Trevlon's sister.
Oh, she turns to you, Momo, does a double take because you are an Aarakocra, and then clears her head, shakes a little. You know Trevlon?
Yeah, he's like out of breath, like trying to catch his breath. He sits up, Momo sits up and says, we're very good friends with him, actually.
God fucking damn it, Jojo, you ruined my chances to fuck my Trevlon sister.
Thank you for that.
I got your back, Walrus.
Thank you.
You are the ultimate wingman, Momo.
Yeah!
Hey, yes, dude.
Hey! Can we get 1,000 bits?
At least 1,000.
Can we get 6 likes?
Alright.
Trevlon is in our party.
She nods, she's like, how's he doing? I really haven't gotten the chance to write him recently.
He just pauses. Thavagath pauses for a second and then turns around real quick before turning around again and putting on his best, incredibly tired expression.
Momo
slowly
points to
nods.
Momo points to that tired expression.
Mavira
And then
slowly
pulls down
nods.
his. Momo pulls down his eyes with mimicking eye bags.
Alright.
Basically that.
You know, I'm not sure what I expected, but same as usual, you know, that makes a lot of sense. Again, though, I haven't really had the chance to write him. I'm, Thank you for 500 bits!
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, B.
It's that time of the school year when studying gets intense and they have us research the most boring shit.
Fair enough.
So, what is it you study?
Well, I mean, I happen to be majoring in magicianship, but they all have to have us take some classes in alchemy to understand what potions are. And some of the alchemy texts and research papers they have us read are the weirdest crap. I mean, unless you think you can stomach reading The Important Uses of Hema Mortis Thalix by Groove on Whitehand.
Momo kind of blinks, doesn't even understand.
Exactly.
I mean, that-
Frickin'
That sounds very, very exhausting.
It really is. I mean, pretty soon she turns around and then she turns back and there are suddenly bags under her eyes. Pretty soon I'm gonna look like Trevlon.
Motherfucker.
Thavagath just bursts into fucking jovial laughter.
Momo
Oh,
kind
that's
of
funny.
giggles under his breath, like.
You know, I think he's around here somewhere. You want to find
Yeah,
him?
we were actually just looking for him.
Really? Well, I mean, catching up would be nice. Where'd you see him last?
Let's have a look. Do I need to roll again since I already found him, or?
By this point, I'd say they've moved on to looking for Zayn and Ulad, so make a perception check again, because you look where you last saw them, they're not there.
Can I help out with that?
Yeah.
Do it. Fuck me,
I
son.
hate you.
Yeah.
How could you
tell me you
possibly... How could you possibly have lost track of them? They're so small, they'll probably get kicked or something.
They'll get stepped on!
You lost the hairy baby in the crowd. What have you done?
Oh,
He said crowd! Crowd, I can take care of myself. He was just referring to the thingy, then crab. I guess I'm gonna have to add Momo to the racism list. Damn!
No, I thought he said crab! And I was like, a crab?
I've never heard a kobold be called a crab before. But it
Me
sounds,
neither, I was so confused.
it
Are there
sounds
any-
like it would be very offensive.
Alex, are there any large noticeable landmarks in this this square?
Currently the ones that are taking up the main street / town square are these platforms and scaffolding around them. Currently have some Okidi on them doing balancing acts. The one that did the announcing is now holding this stick with fire on 2 ends and is twirling it around.
Momo, can you send a quick message to Trevlon? Tell him to meet us at the fire juggler.
Oh, yes, of course. I prepare my spell, and I tell Trevlon, wherever you are, meet us at the fire twirling Okidi. And I send.
Alright.
I can send a message back, can't I?
Yes, you can.
You better not be fucking racist.
Bros before hoes!
Roger that. Will do. If you see woman with ash skin and ram horns, make sure she's safe. She's in danger.
Oh, oof. Okay, we're gonna head over to the big flaming Okiti, but Momo, quick, can I just toss you into the air and you search for someone looking like that?
What?
The thing, I just grab you by the waist, toss you into the air, and you fly around. Fly around for a spell.
Majestic.
Do you see her?
Can I roll for? Can I see if I see her?
Yeah, roll perception.
I'm gonna assume that's advantage because I assisted by.
Actually, yeah, take advantage because Thavagat did assist by yeeting you into the sky.
He freaking punted me. Oh, honey,
nice.
baby.
All right.
Give me a new pair of kayaks.
You use your aerial perch and the fact that a bunch of people are looking at you to get a good look around the crowd. You are very certain you don't see anyone matching that description.
Oh dear. I let myself fall down, but as I fall down, I do like a cool twirling like a twirling hover down so that everyone can see, because I notice everyone's looking at me.
You do a twirling spin. And everyone looks at you.
I did it. Suck my dick.
Me!
Alright.
Okay. So I assume you relay that message to
Yeah.
dear Thav?
Thav, I didn't see her. At all.
That's a bit spooky. Okie dokie. Madam, yeah, at this point he gets down on his knee towards the halfling, attempting to at least make some kind of high level.
Her name's
Yeah, I know.
At least know her name if you want to fuck her, God!
I know that I'm being polite, okay? I'm British, this is kind of what I do. If you would, and he extends a hand in a very dainty manner, like saying, like to grab onto my hand, we're going to find your brother.
Oh, of course. And she shakes your hand with her tiny hand.
Oh, precious.
And very softly and gently grasps the hand and grabs Momo, puts him on his shoulder, and slightly rushes towards where the fire is.
All right.
In a very obviously, I'm rushing, but also I don't want everyone to know that I'm rushing, because that would be weird to see a giant man rushing through a crowd.
The giant man calmly but firmly moves at a faster than normal pace through the crowd. Because you are a giant man, people move. People move when you just move them off to the side. And you get to the main stage, or like close enough around it, just as the Okiti that was twirling fire twirls the fire sticks up in the air, dives, goes through a trapdoor, and disappears as the stick clatters to the ground and vanishes into smoke. So, right as that happens, Corellian and Chevlon are on the other side of the stage.
Do we see them?
Thavagat, you're tall. Yeah, you can see them.
Oh, okay. Like I say, they just move over there. I continue to move all the way over to those troubled tiny people.
All right.
I don't say that out loud.
Eventually, you get over to Trevlon and Corellian.
Oh, thank God. Oh, good. Thank goodness you're here, guys. Oh, it's been interesting development. Banker's daughter is in danger. We save her. We might be able to convince... We might get a favor. And we might also save a life. Oh, hi, Vivira. Wait.
Vivira's not with them.
Oh, wait. Shit.
Wait,
oh,
what?
that would have been so...
Yeah, Vivira didn't follow you.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
I was holding her hand.
No, I thought you were.
That was
I thought you
the
were shaking her hand.
No, I was holding her hand to help guide her through the crowd.
Oh, okay.
I very specifically said that the...
She's not with you.
Oh.
She's fucking gone. Steal Riest.
Don't
You look
say
like you-
that.
Hello?
Hey, can I rewind time? Because I was under the assumption that you had confirmed that she was holding my hand and I was escorting them through the
I
crowd.
thought for sure you were offering it to Shake.
Shit.
Thav? You alright, buddy?
I think I just lost.
Trevlon, we met your sister.
What? Which one?
What was it? Vera?
Oh shit, she's out of the academy for once. Whoa, okay, that is news. Cool. Oh, okay, shit, I'm getting sidetracked.
Real quick, lady with the ram horns. Not
We
here.
we didn't see her at all.
What?
Not here. Momo even rolled it late. The Nat 20 didn't see her at all.
Oh, okay, well, let me give you the scoop. That lady with the ram horns, as I said, is the banker's daughter, and the reason that she's in mortal danger is because it's not Fergus who is going to possibly getting poisoned, it might have been her.
Oh dear.
Ooh, fun.
Now, that would not be good if she died. It would be good if we saved her for many reasons. I think we should try and do that. We need to go and find her now. Try and find her wherever she's gone, and if... Do you have any idea how we might be able to track somebody like that who's just gone from a crowd like this? This is having flashbacks. Oh, day. Okay. Not panicking, I am. It's fine.
Momo hops off of Thav's shoulders and just clasps Trevlon's shoulders. We will find her. It'll be okay.
I hope you're right, mate. Okay. Calming down. I'm good. Right. Okay. We need to think of a way to try and find her, and that's gonna be hard. We need to ask around and see if we can get any information of where she's gone. Okay.
Why don't we split up?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, how about we split up, ask around, and come back. Is there any identifiable landmark near where we're standing at the moment?
Big central platform?
We come back to the big central platform in 5 minutes. Reconvene, see what we found, okay?
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, right. Yeah, go team! Yay, here we go.
It'll be okay!
I hope you're right!
Momo, leaps up, flies to the other side of the stage, and asks around.
Alright. Okay, what are the rest of you doing to look around?
Since we couldn't find them in the square, the Stravagat is going to go to one of the, what I assume... I'd assume this place is guards stationed around.
Yeah, there are guards over by the main gate.
He goes over to there and asks them real quick. Vague description. All that jazz.
Alright. You ask around at the guards who sigh, look around, and then their eyes slowly widen. Meanwhile, Trevlon Corellian, what are you doing?
I was looking for the rat with the tricorn hat, because he seems to be interesting and also someone who might have paid attention to the crowd.
Alright. And Corellian?
Are there any food vendors or something like that in the area, sort of apart from the crowd?
There's a fruit and vegetable stand that's kind of near the main gate.
I mean, I guess I'll look around any sort of vendors. Other than that, I'll just sort of stick closer to Trevlon. It's right. I don't like it.
Alright. You ask around, and, as Thavagat, as you get to the guards, they look over at the proceedings, and their eyes widen. You follow their gaze. The Okiri have stopped being acrobatic on the scaffolding, and a lot of them are just, scurrying over the rooftops or through the crowd, disappearing into there. And then a lot of other people in the crowd are looking around, and you hear a couple of cries of surprise and alarm that slowly get more and more widespread as people realize, oh shit, I think some people just vanished from the middle of the crowd. And it's at this point, Malifane, you wake up, you manage to get to where everyone else is at the festival. You look around as the crowd is just kind of like running back and forth, shouting amongst themselves, asking names of stuff like, where are you, where are you, to no response. It's a fun time you just walked into, Malifane.
Excuse me, sorry, coming through. Oh gosh, I'm terribly sorry. Excuse me, have you seen any of these people? I give them a descriptor of any of the people in the party.
Yeah. Have I seen? I'm looking for my son, and you're asking if I've seen her. And the lady you're talking to panics.
Sorry.
All right. But in the shouting, Chevlon, Corellian, Momo, and Thavagath, you look towards the source, and you see that Malifane has gotten up from his longer than usual snooze and is in the main square with you.
Okay, just real quick, just because you said I followed their gaze and you saw the Okiti scurrying across rooftops, did I see that? Where they were scurrying off to?
A bunch of different directions. They were like splitting up.
Did I at least catch one? Could I like point in at least one direction, or was it like literally 360? Everyone was going everywhere.
There were like at least 3 different paths. You can point to one.
All right, cool.
So it's safe to say that
Yes,
I have absolutely no idea what is going on.
Okay, you know that Fergus person that we were trying to make sure was not dead and poisoned? Turns out not Fergus who's being attacked, it's the banker's daughter, and she's missing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We need to fix that, like, now.
While everything is still fresh, could I try and use my divine sense to see if I can sense anything particularly strange?
Okay. You open up your senses and look for any like extra-dimensional forces. There don't appear to be any within 60 feet of you.
I guess with that, active, I'll try and move towards where most of the commotion is happening, from where people, I guess, vanished.
All right. You head over in that direction. Nada. Nothing picking up on your divine sense.
Hold on a second. Am I hearing that multiple people got taken?
Mama flies in. What's all the commotion? What's happening?
Okay, Kitty have disappeared, and so have so many, and so have a large group of the crowd. I saw some Okiti disappeared over rooftops. All I remember is that direction. That's the only thing I've got so far.
Wait, when the heck did this happen?
Wait, what?
It apparently seemed to have happened a little minute ago. Thavagath, did you say that a large group of the crowd?
A fair amount of the crowd right in the center. So, surrounding the stage, was it?
Hard to say where exactly, but yeah, you know for sure, some people have vanished from the crowd.
Thav, did you mention that my sister was here?
My sister was here.
Shit! And Trevelyan immediately starts running towards that direction, shouting Vivira.
Alright. You run where Thavagath last saw Vivira shouting out her name, and get no response, only more confused cries from the crowd.
Oh no! Oh no!
Thavagath runs up to Trevelyan, like, gets down on his knees, shakes his shoulders a little bit. One second, I've got this image in my mind, I'm trying to get it out. He starts shaking Trevelyan, just like, look, she may be gone, but I know where some of them went. Follow.
Trevelyan doesn't say anything, just follows.
I just grab his hand and I assume that everyone else is following.
Yeah.
Mom was fucking flying. He's following above you to see if he can see anyone in particular.
If Trevelyan manages to spot Corellian, he calls him over as well.
Yep, I'm right there. As soon as I see Goliath move through crowd, follow Goliath.
Follow Goliath!
Thalagath pretty
Follow.
much picks up Trevlon and sprints with his mighty hams in the direction of the last Okiti that he saw. And just assume, Alex, you pick one of those three
Cool.
directions.
You head off towards the east, running that way towards where you saw the last Okiti go. There doesn't appear to be any sign of Okiti heading that way now. It's been a while, and it's been quite a panic, so it's possible they just vanished into the crowd.
There's no sight of anything, like even a sign of like what may have caused the disappearance.
Make a survival check to track them.
Survival. Okay.
Can I assist with that?
Stain?
Yes.
I'll do one.
You can only have one person assist. It doesn't give you any additional benefit if everyone's
Any of
assisting.
us can do that.
Fuck, you're right.
There you
Okay. The streets smell a little bit more than usual of like refuse and fish, but the streets of Port Mirandu are high traffic enough that like footprints and any visual clues are probably long gone.
I don't know. I mean, like, fish aside, I got no lead. I have no lead.
Is anybody else running about the place at this moment in time?
By now the guards have gotten out from their posts and are running through the crowd, shouting at people for order. Other people are completely ignoring it and just running to and fro everywhere, looking for their lost loved ones.
Remind me real quick, what is an Okiti? They're the rat things, aren't they?
They're the rat men.
Yeah. Fucking... Alright, I'm gonna be racist for a second.
Yeah, that's
Are there any manholes or leadings into the sewer?
Huh.
Yes.
Okay. I know it's XX19, but... Ratman. Hole. Any other leads?
Alex, do I know of the fact do Okiti occasionally run through the sewers?
They certainly
not in like a race.
they certainly would be small enough to use them. And if you want to be racist, yeah, they're sneaky assholes.
Well, Mal,
Okitiing me out of my money.
if Mal can't find anybody, if any tracks, then fuck it. And Trevlon runs over to the manhole and just goes.
All right, you pry open the manhole and dive into the sewer. Oh God, does it reek down here?
Flood, what are you doing? Get out of there!
I'm going out.
Yep.
Can big beefy Goliath man fit in sewer?
Make an acrobatics check to squeeze through the manhole.
Hold on, acrobatics is one of my strengths, I think.
Hold on. You know what? Take advantage because I just went in, so I'll just... Yeah, take advantage.
So Malaphane's prying Thabagath down. Roll again.
Sure.
Pulling him
I
down.
like to...
Why
No,
not?
I'm going to go ahead and executive veto that. I'm going to say that Malaphane is buttering him up just before...
I'm going to executive
you are-
veto.
Oh my god.
Malaphine, do you have any grease? Yes, we do. Then grease me up, elf.
Yeah,
That is half a thing.
Fair enough, but still.
it takes a solid 10 seconds, but eventually Thabagath managed to squeeze through the manhole into the sewer. This was a mistake. It's very cramped down here. It smells putrid. It smells overripe. This is where people's shit goes.
Prestidigitation, please, anyone.
Trevlon just points at Thav and casts prestidigitation, not really caring where he's aiming, and makes Thav smell fucking, I don't know, like dandelions. And
Thav quickly points at Momo and just kind of says, "Light, please."
Right! Momo taps himself and casts light.
And quickly, before you say whatever it is you're going to say, Trevlon, I would like to investigate see if I can't see any like claw marks on the fucking thing, or any kind of disturbance on the walls of these sewers.
I don't mean to be mean, Thav. Could you leave the investigating to me, please?
Of course.
But I'll let you give me advantage,
All right.
sexy boy.
Ooh, V.
Oh, baby.
I'll advance anything.
Oh, honey.
Nice.
Hey, no.
Nice.
Stop.
So, Chevlon, you are on the warpath now, so you use all your investigator senses to look around for, like, claw marks, signs of disturbance. You can see places where the ground and the dirt has just recently been kicked out of place, and you can hear scurrying from up ahead.
Trevlon immediately just starts.
Makes a
Trevlon
fucking beeline.
firstly lights his lamp and then makes a beeline for the noise.
Honey, I'm casting light right now.
I
no,
don't.
he's got a special
Trevlon wants to
lamp.
go first.
Yeah,
Fair
Trevor's got a
enough.
special lamp that can see things that wish to remain.
Oh, right, you're right. I completely forgot about that. Head on forth,
Magic
baby
lamp,
boy.
baby. Could be useful.
All right.
Yeah, Mal's just gonna dash after him.
Nice.
Momo's coming after him, too.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm gonna say that Thavagoth's right at the back because he's squishy.
Yeah.
As in, he's being squished, not that he's squishy.
Okay, you run ahead, your footsteps echoing down the sewers, and as you turn a corner, you get a glimpse of some of the Okiti. And I am going to move us to a very special chase map! Look at how detailed it is!
I love it.
It's freaking amazing. This is probably going to be reused, so it's very generic. And I have it set up so it's basically, it's not completely accurate because I'm assuming everyone in the chase is moving at the same speed. It's more like relative how far you are from your target. So if your
Challenger approaches.
So if your target gets too far away, boop, they are outie and you've lost the chase. And if you get close enough, boop, you caught them.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
I like this mechanic.
I like this. This is good.
I'm also liking, not to be too meta, but I'm liking this little
Players.
surprising art.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
Also,
like-
yes.
Also, yes. In the meantime, however, it's chase time.
Okay.
Boy.
All right, let
So how
us.
does this mechanic work?
Yeah, so chase mechanics in D&D. So first of all, determine the starting distance. They're moving at around the same speed as you and 40 feet away. They're all moving at the same time, so it's not like, oh, I just walk over to them and bitch slap the rat and the chase is over in one turn.
From this fact, one of us has a running speed of 40 feet.
I do.
All right.
Yeah, but you're also in a cramped space, ain't you, mate?
That's very cool.
Actually, yeah, this does call for rolling initiative.
Ah, frick!
There
Okay.
we go.
So, wait, how's this gonna work for this? Since we don't have player tokens.
Currently, you are all around the same space. If something happens that affects your positioning, like you move to a side path or you move ahead of the rest of them, your token will appear to represent that.
Okay.
In the meantime, let me actually just put these on the map so I can add those turns.
Nice.
Good to see that the most driven and also probably the most, like, I don't know how to describe Mal, but he'd probably be the most speedy.
Probably.
Yeah, 40-foot speed.
Yeah.
I think Sabagoth also has 40-foot speed.
How
Yeah,
the hell?
Have you
Barbarian.
seen those thighs?
Yeah, have you seen his fucking legs?
Okay, but like
He
mechanically
does.
speaking,
He's got
mechanically
calf
speaking,
muscles for
how?
days.
How
Like, I
can
know we're not supposed to metagame, but I actually don't know how, because last I checked, Goliaths don't have that speed.
Barb shit. I think.
Barbarian.
Ah,
Barbs.
I see.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, that was his
Awesome.
barbarian upgrade.
That is really cool.
I know, right?
So, let's see if I can remember exactly which one it is. Movement, barbarian, 5th level. Starting at 5th level, your speed increases by 10 while you aren't wearing heavy armor, and he doesn't wear that
Nice.
bitch armor, so yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Add turn for frickin' Thavagoth, please. Roll 20, thank you. And Thavagoth's initiative was 12.
12, yeah.
So, fun fact about this particular Okiti, you rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
I hate everything and everyone, and I will kill everyone in this room and then
Does that mean he's already escaped? Is that the kind of bullshit you're gonna try and pull out? I swear to God.
No, no. Yeah, but he's a fast motherfucker.
Get him, Mal! Get him, Trev! Go! Baby, go!
Alright. So, he hears you coming as you're rushing through the sewers, not particularly being stealthy because you're in a hurry. And actually, let me just put you all around the player's token, because that's where you are roughly position-wise.
alright.
You're all on
You
top
got
of
it.
each other now, yay!
Oh, my fantasy.
Hey Kyle, everybody jump on.
I've only had this in my dreams.
Alright, so he hears you coming, takes out a rapier and smacks it against a nearby sewer pipe, causing a spray of steam to erupt behind him as he just books it.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah. Mel!
So what?
Yeah, so now there is steam in your way. So,
Can I just?
so no matter what you do, you're gonna have to find a way to deal with that.
Is it like a jet of steam or?
It is steam that is bursting from a pipe. So it's a jet of steam.
Jet. So I want to try and. Could I try and? Jumping over the jet of steam probably is not going to work in my favor. So.
The sewers are very cramped.
Yeah, could I just like slide underneath a bit or something?
Yeah, go for it. Make an acrobatics check.
You're gonna be
Oh,
real
go.
covered in shit after
Go,
this.
go, go, baby, go!
All right, here we go.
It worked in the
Oh,
Predator.
shit. I forgot that I had advantage.
Alright, so 11. You jump on your butt and slide under the steam jet and step back up. You do not lose speed, but you do not gain any speed on the Okiti.
That's totally fine.
You also have shit all up in your nostril.
No, you haven't fallen in the water yet.
Oh,
So what
okay.
happens now? Do we move up at all?
No.
Okay.
Alright, Chevlon.
Trevlon is going to try and do the same thing that Mal did and just go under.
Okay.
I have to roll an acrobatics check, yes?
Acrobatics, yes.
Please work. Disc.
Okay.
You also kind of like duck under the steam jet and get back onto your feet.
Okay, cool.
Didn't lose the game. That's totally fine.
Better than nothing.
Mhm.
Alright.
That
Oh, so oh shit, sorry. Sorry, I was under the impression I was at the back, so I fucking forgot the initiative. Yeah, of course. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say Claviar's probably too big to attempt that shit, so he's just gonna fucking got this little shieldy doodad and just runs straight through the steam, pointing the shield at the steam itself to try and get himself protected from it.
That would've been nice.
Make a strength saving throw.
Ring. Ooh, good thing that's what he do.
I was about to say you also get a +4.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Yeah. You just charge through, no problem, Thavaga, and
Yeet.
because your speed is 40, I believe,
Uh-huh.
you do make some gains.
Ooh.
Nice.
Delicious kitty.
Go Thab.
Okay.
okay.
Momo.
I want to try and I want to try and glide underneath it, underneath the jet.
Okay.
Up above it.
That's gonna be a hell. You don't want to get the shit on you, I guess.
Just.
Make an acrobatics check with disadvantage.
What?
You're
trying to
gliding
glide
across
across
the
space.
ground? What the fuck is that?
Also disturbing the air.
Okay, never mind. I just want to try and slide underneath it.
Okay. Acrobatics normal.
Okay,
Hey.
not bad.
Extend your wings as wide as they'll go and use the steam to propel you forward.
You also slide under the jet of steam. Corellian.
Would I be able to cast something while in pursuit, or would that give up my movement?
No, you absolutely can.
Great. Yeah, I wanna abjure enemy.
Wait, what?
I want to present my holy symbol and try and get our rat friend to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh,
On a failed save, it's frightened for a minute, and whilst it's frightened, it can't move.
oh,
So,
oh.
what's the saving throw?
15.
He made it.
Great, his speed is halved
Okay.
for 1 minute.
All right.
And then I guess I'll keep running forward, but have my shield in between me and the steam.
All right. So, the Okiri senses something up because he is quickly losing ground, but then smirks, looks over in your direction, whistles, and you hear some chittering coming from behind you. Da-da-da-da-da. There is now a swarm of rats in hot pursuit of you.
Kill
Like-
me immediately.
Okiti or rats?
Rats.
Rats.
The rats.
They're the rats.
He's the giant rat
Giant
that
rat
makes
who makes
all the
all-
rules.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that. Okay. Okay. Righto.
All right. You are now being pursued by rats, Malafane.
Dash?
Yeah, dash is an option you can do.
Woo!
Yeet.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash that. Oh shit, okay. Yeah, I dash ahead in hot pursuit of this son of a.
Get him.
Can you dash
Slay
a
him.
lot? Because you're a rogue. Can you dash twice in a turn?
It is a bonus action, isn't it? Yeah.
Catch
Um,
him.
Get that fuck.
Okay, yeah. You double dash. Let me actually read out the rules for dashing
Love the
during a
Mario
chase.
Party.
During the chase, a participant can freely use the dash action a number of times equal to 3 plus its constitution modifier.
3 plus my constitution modifier, you say?
Mm-hmm.
My constitution modifier, I believe, is 2,
So
so
5.
So 5 total.
nice.
Alright, so that's 2 uses of dash right there as you get closer to the Okiti.
And that's per turn, or just
During
when we
the
go?
chase.
Okay.
Okay. Trevlon.
Nice.
How far away is he right now?
He's losing ground, so he is about 30 feet away.
Cool. Whilst Trevlon is running, he would like to cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh.
Okay, 1 second. I'll just pop that up.
Detect
So-
those thoughts.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Perfect. That's like perfect distance. Holy cow.
Yeah. Alright,
I would like to.
he made the
So-
saving throw, but I think it does something even if he makes a saving throw.
So. I think, the only thing that, like. You will basically get an insight into just its, like, that immediate thought that it's having. And unless you, like, try and probe deeper, that's just a
Yeah.
given. If he manages to fail
Cool.
the wisdom saving throw, then you get more. But yeah.
Alright. He's cutting in and out because the chase is like moving back and forth and he's going in and out of range. But he's basically thinking this is a great time. He's having a blast.
Bastard.
I see.
Trevlon is fucking furious.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm furious. I'm Trevlon.
I've never seen angry Trevlon, and I'm kind of scared.
Oh
I
boy.
have. But let's leave that out of this.
All
for
right.
now.
So, as you continue running, Babagath, you hear this burbling noise, and this big yellow slime drops from the ceiling of the sewers towards you.
Oh.
Ooh, fun. Like, when you say slime,
I mean that.
It's
mustard! Ooh, it's
Or
muck.
alternatively, the
Jeez.
yellow devil.
Metamorphosis.
Boomo, 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 boomo.
It is the yellow devil! Oh, God.
Hey,
It's me, the guy's gonna throw a deck of cards to the back of your head. Go fuck yourself. Bye.
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 Thanks, Jevel. Yellow Jevel, of course.
all right.
Yellow.
Fabagath, in his infinite wisdom, is going to take all the food that he happens to have in his pocket, which is to say, and I'm not kidding because I left the 1 pumpkin, 2 potatoes, 1 loaf of bread, and 3 apples, regardless of how in date they are, and he's going to hurl them at this gargantuan blob right into its what I can only assume is multi-purpose mouth.
All right, you throw your stanky, stanky food at the blob. Yeah, it's still there, kind of slowly oozing along towards you.
All right.
Just run past it, man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just freaking.
All right, the swarm of rats rushes in closer and starts biting at Momo and Momo, Trevlon, and Corellian, since you're all back there.
Oh, sorry. Just before my turn actually ends, I'm also going to fly into a rage.
Okay, cool. All right, you get very, very angry, Babagath, as you throw away your perfectly good, totally wasn't spoiled by now food at this blob of jelly. And
Can I
the
hope
rats.
Satan for us,
Yeah.
Shit.
As we wait and wait for the rage to happen, I guess. Meanwhile, they hit Momo. They nat 20'd Corellian.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And, Trevlon, what's your AC?
My armor class, I believe, is 12.
Yeah, they hit you.
How much?
Heck.
Alright, so, Corellian, you take 12 damage. Momo, you managed to scamper out of the way and only managed to take 2 piercing damage.
Aha!
Trevlon, you're not so lucky. You take 8 piercing damage as the rats kind of, like, tackle onto you and bite away at you.
Assholes.
Bad lads.
Bad lads.
Momo, rude lads, jelly. Ah!
Ah!
I'm gonna, okay, I'm gonna try and I'm just gonna keep booking it and see if I can get any further.
Okay.
Is there anything I could do?
Dash action?
I don't think I have dash.
Yes, you do! Everyone does!
Everyone's. Good.
Oh!
Everyone.
Sweet!
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna use dash. Yes. Yes.
You book it forward a little bit to get away from the rats.
Yay.
Corellian.
Alright, I am going to... I'm going to cast Bane, and I'm going to target the rats, the slime, and our rat friend.
Okay.
Charisma saves.
We'll see if the massive charisma of slime and rats is enough to beat Bane. Yeah, that's a no. Oh, holy shit. The rats.
charismatic
Survive it
is-
again.
Yeah, the rats rolled a 19, so they're like, hey! You're to Bane.
They put their little sunglasses on. Oh, fuck you. You.
And our rat friend that we're in pursuit of.
Rat friend is baned.
Awesome.
What does that do again?
Oh, the rat is... Okay, I thought you said he... Never mind.
Any attacks or saving throws, minus d4. Yes. And then I guess since that was my action, I'll just keep moving. Yeah, I have to keep moving forward, just normally.
Cool. Alright. The slime, receives the food from Thabagath and thinks you have more, so it's oozing towards you, Thabagath.
Oh, no.
and it's gonna try and whack you to get more food.
Yummy.
That is a hit. You take 5 bludgeoning damage. I'm factoring in the resistance rage gets you.
Yeah.
And also, it's slime, so it burns just a little bit. You also take 1 acid damage.
Frick!
Okay, that's not too bad. 5. Okay, cool.
Mal, please.
I have a plan. I have an idea.
Yeah. It is, however, a slow boy, so it falls behind.
Shit, fuck, idiot.
Alright. So,
Fuck, idiot!
the Okiti stops briefly in his tracks as another manhole falls right before him. A rope drops down. He grabs onto it, gives a 2-fingered salute,
no, you don't.
and is pulled up.
Oh, no, you don't.
Zoop!
Wait, is that it?
No!
That's not it, is it?
There he goes! You want to try something?
Dash!
Grapple, rope, dash.
You can try to throw a grappling hook while he's on the move. Make athletics check.
baby.
Make an athletics check to do that.
Athletics check?
Yeah, it's
Please.
throwing something.
Please!
Okay. Oh my god, I am so glad I still have this inspiration. Yeet! Okay.
Oh, come
Yeet.
on! Ah!
All right. You managed to just barely grab the end of the rope that the Okiti's being hoisted up on, and you just kind of dragged along with it.
Oh no, you don't!
Yes!
All right. Trevlon.
Trevlon would like to try and, I guess, firstly, Trev yells at Mal, "Toss the rope!" as he tries to dash forward to possibly anchor it even further. Like, if the rope is like, I want to dash forward, basically.
Okay, you dash forward yelling, "Toss the rope!" that Malafane is currently attached to at the end of a grappling hook on another rope.
Is it? It's
I
the very...
I still have
God
rope in
damn.
my pack, so...
You just want to be just be slowly pulled apart? No, don't. If that's the case, don't do it. Just stay on there.
At the very least, if you get captured, we can message. Fucking just stay with them.
Okay, Trevlon, you dash ahead, yelling something about ropes. Bavagath.
Shit. Alright. Okay. Does my 40 movement speed count for anything in this particular situation?
It gets you a little farther than other people.
And if I were to dash, that would be my action, right?
Yes.
Just look, making sure that this.
I'm putting cheese.
Yeah, if he's currently being pulled up in the manhole, I can't really throw much at him without also probably hitting Mal and potentially getting him off the rope, so I'm just gonna dash with all my fucking might.
Alright. You, dash ahead. On my chase complications table, something's come up so that Malafane, you're gonna want to make another check.
Alright.
As the Okiti gets pulled up through the manhole, another manhole gets put back into place. Make an acrobatics check to not get fucking whacked in the head.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Ooh.
You, duck out of the way and kind of nudge the manhole to the side so that, congratulations, you are no longer cut off from the rest of your party.
Woo!
Yes.
I am actually feeling adrenaline right now.
Nice.
Me too, bro!
The rats are going to keep bothering Corellian. They don't bother him that much. Yeah, they missed entirely. Momo!
I'm gonna use dash.
Okay. You run ahead to catch up with your buddies. Corellian!
Go, little Barry Allen, go!
Can I still make out our rat friend?
He is way ahead of you by now, Corellian.
How far?
100
Is it
meters.
within 60 feet? Fuck,
No.
Okay. Shit. I guess I will dash with my action, and then if that moves me far enough, I want to cast Hunter's Mark on the rat guy, since that's a range of 90 feet.
All right.
And yeah.
Yeah,
good.
if you dash, you could probably get there to do that.
Just be careful considering the goddamn channel divinity thing you used.
Well, I'm not hitting him.
Okay.
Yep.
There are other things that Hunter's Mark is good for,
Just making sure.
Right?
like advantage on any checks to find the thing.
Oh, I didn't
Sweet.
know that. Sorry.
Ah.
Nice. All right. So, you continue the chase. By now, the slime is hopelessly outpaced, and it's basically way behind you.
Aw.
Poor thing. I almost feel bad for it.
Almost. All right. So, as he's pulled along, the Okidi notices that, wait, the manhole cover's not closed. Oh shit, we gotta hang her on. And then smirks, pulls out a rapier, twirls it, and it is now on fire. So he's going to attack the rope.
Okay.
It's pretty difficult to miss this.
Yeah, he definitely hit it. He slices along the rope, and ghostly blue flames shoot down the rope, which is now on fire. So it's hitting you currently, Malifane, but not you directly, so you only take half damage from this.
Alright.
And I'm gonna factor that in. Yeah, you take 4 fire damage.
Alright.
And then he twirls the rapier again and just cuts at the rope. The rope is severed. You are dropped behind him, holding on to an on-fire rope.
I'm not giving up on this. Can I do anything at all, to like split second just leap off and grab the remaining rest of the rope?
Athletics check.
Okay.
Oh, come on, baby, please. Come on. God dang it.
You stumble and trip behind. So you're just kind of regaining your footing as Okidi are pulling the one of the tricorner hat away.
Damn it!
Trevlon!
The manhole is directly above Malifane, is it?
It's next to Malifane. By now, Malifane was pulled through and he got to street level.
I guess I'm going to have to try and keep following on from Malifane, just keep looking in his footsteps, so I'm going to dash again.
Okay. You dash up and get to the open manhole cover. And that's about where you managed to get in your span of time. Fabagath?
Alright, what is the extent of my action if I were to say I want to assist everyone who is down here up the manhole cover? Just because I know if I were to try and go up it, unless I want to risk getting a high athletics, are probably going to slow us down. So can I just act as some kind of automatic guarantee that everyone gets into the manhole?
Yeah,
right
if
now,
you stay there and basically abandon the chase on your end, you can hoist everyone up to street level if and when they get to you.
Okay, cool. Let me just make sure that's all I want to do.
For whatever reason, Trevlon's not showing up on my end in the same place he is. Both computers. So, there we go.
Weird.
What? Here we go.
Thabagath fucking quickly hands Trevlon a javelin of lightning as he chucks him through this manhole. Not just because, you know, a ranged lightning thingy might help, but I think I'm the only one who's got any left, so I'm just like, here, have this as I chuck you up there. And
Make an athletics check to chuck Trevlon up in that span of time.
Yeah.
Please go on.
If I
Please.
Wait.
athletics, did you say?
Wait.
Athletics.
A minute.
Please.
I
Please.
just had an idea.
You yeet Trevlon up onto street level.
Do I see?
And I abandon the chase in order to ensure that everyone else can just automatically get up the manhole.
Cool.
Malphane's probably very surprised by the small, shit-stained person just flying out.
I just had an idea. Scott just had an idea, but
Okay.
give it
Oh
a minute.
god.
We'll wait. We'll see what happens.
Scott, what have I told you about having ideas?
All right.
What have I told you about thinking?
You said only when it's my turn.
Code red, free thinker.
Yeah. The swarm of rats is going to dash to catch up, but that's its action, so it's not going to bite Corellian. Momo.
Dash and get up there.
All right. You dash over to Thabagath. You can't quite get to him in time, but you can get yeeted up next turn.
Yes.
Corellian.
I'm still too far away to do anything to our rat friend, so dash, and then I will Misty step farther, since that makes me move more quick. Yes.
Yes. Whoop. All right. By now the jelly is just gone. Fuck him.
Goodbye.
Oh.
Poor jelly.
All right. There is the sound of yelling out and the crash of hoofbeats and wheels as a large cart runs down the street towards you, Malphane and Trevlon. Meanwhile, the Okidi is twirling his rapier again, letting it be on fire, and creating a little cloud of smoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Malphane, acrobatics check to dodge the cart.
You got it. Where's my character sheet? There is my character sheet. There it is. Alright, acrobatics.
You just barely managed to step out of the way of the oncoming horse cart. Trevlon, same
Okay.
thing. Acrobatics.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Nice. Never mind.
Counter theory. Could I just toss the javelin at lightning in the fucker and make it go in a different direction?
Okay, hear me out. Which trying to think about a phrase.
Fuck it, I'll step to the side. Never mind.
Flaming arrow or crossbow at the rope.
Trevlin doesn't respond.
Rock him
Just
down.
okay. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Fuck it. Okay.
All right. You also step to the side of the cart. Thabagath, you've given up the chase. Swarm of rats
Yep.
comes in. Momo, you get tossed up to street
yeah,
level.
Nice.
All right. Corellian, if you dash, you can get there and get tossed up on the street level.
Yep.
Oh wait, I assumed that during my turn I'm tossing Momo up to street level, so then Momo can still then take their turn. Once they're up.
Momo had
was
to
I wrong?
BRB.
Oh shit! God fucking damn it!
Ah, shit.
Or can we just assume that they start chasing at least?
Yeah, Momo dashes and gets up to around where Malphane is.
Okay. You got something.
All right. The smoke clears, and standing in the previous rat's place is a completely different rat.
What?
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Oh fuck that rat!
Oh shit! It's a different rat.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
All right, Malphane.
I mean, What do you... Wait. Hang the fuck on. Time out. Out of character. Wait, what just happened? I thought he was, like, flying away or some shit like that.
He was being pulled away on a rope, made a little smoke screen by twirling a little fire stick rapier, then the smoke cleared away, / he ran through it, and there's a different rat standing where he was. Hanging onto the rope.
Are there any signs of a runaway rat?
Make a survival check.
I have sincere doubts that this is the same one. Let me check this shit.
Definitely isn't the same one.
Yeah,
maybe because
that's definitely not the same rat.
Evidenced by the fact that Alex said a different rat.
It's a different rat.
Okay,
It's a different lab.
granted, yes, but...
But would Mal know that?
Actually, you can roll with advantage because of Hunter's Mark. So you can try and find the actual rat you're looking for.
Thank you, Atlas.
Good old Adwaz.
Better.
Yes.
Yes.
You look around looking for tracks as to where the first rat went. You don't find any footsteps. Again, you are running at quite high speed, so it's hard to tell. But you think he just must have slipped away in the smoke screen.
Damn it. You know what? You think you guys can take care of this guy?
Trevlon is already aiming a javelin at lightning at him.
I would say dog!
I'm gonna see if I can run after him.
Cool. Run after which one? The one that's currently on the rope or the first one?
Wait, what?
The first one, I think you mean.
The first one,
The
yes.
one that we were originally choosing.
Yes.
You duck off to the side and look for the first rat. Okay. Chevlon.
Trevlon squints, takes a deep breath, and just yeets a javelin at him.
Alright, cool. Make a javelin of lightning attack.
I don't actually have one, so I don't know what that would be.
Don't worry. Can I do that for him, or would my stats fuck that up?
Stats would kind of fuck that up. I'll just factor in what Trevlon's dexterity bonus is rather than yours.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it was a natural 20 anyway, so you just,
Well...
hurl the javelin of lightning at the Okiti, electrify him, he spasms on the rope, and drops off it immediately.
Nice.
Trevlon smiles angrily. Like, not angrily smiles, but more like smiles in a sort of very evil...
Sinister, victorious way.
Sinister victory as... sort of way, and keeps chasing, and yells to Momo, "Keep an eye on this one.
What did you say you cut out? I'm sorry.
Keep an eye on this one."
Okay. Got it.
Alright. Fabagath, you hear a lightning bolt from up ahead, up top.
He loudly exclaims, "That's my boy!" And since everyone's out, now he's going to attempt to make it out of the manhole.
Cool. Acrobatics check.
Yeah.
You're,
What I expected.
I don't know what you expected. You're just kind of like slowly crawling up there. As you crawl, the swarm of rats tries to leap up and nibble at your toes, but they can't quite reach, so they just kind of fuck off.
Good. His toes have a defense mechanism. They shoot needles out.
Yeah.
No, they just stink.
Your toes give
Stinky toes.
Momo.
I'm gonna
Hand them over.
dash.
Alright. You dash after the rope. It goes through a building window up towards a second story, so you fly after it and use your fly speed to dash, and you see, tied to the end of that rope, is a running dog.
Momo stops immediately. Wait, what? He flies back to Trevlon. It's like, it's a dog.
Was that actually a dog?
Yeah, Momo, you saw just like this running bloodhound, basically, bolting with a rope tied to the end of him, and the other end just like flying in the breeze now that it's free of the Okiti.
He's gone.
He's not gone yet. The other end's still. Wait, is the other end still attached, or is it like?
Other end's
like,
still
is it
attached to the dog.
So, is this rat, by the way, dead? By the way,
Yeah, you didn't specify non-lethal damage, so I assume you shot to kill.
Trevlon probably would have shot to kill.
Yeah.
I guess with that in mind, Trevlon indicates to follow him and tries to catch up with Mal. If that's like, or at least points to Mal and says we should probably find Mal.
Okay,
Gotcha.
Corellian.
Fuck that. I want to use the hunter's mark I still have on the quarry that we were actually chasing and see if I can't try to find.
All
Can I
right.
do a survival check or something?
Yeah, survival check.
Oh, baby.
Mel's going the wrong way.
Do I know which way is the right way?
The exact opposite way Mel's going.
You didn't go that far.
And I'm gonna book it in the opposite direction the bell's going, following that tug of magic.
Wow, you're not gonna be like, hey, fucker, you're going the wrong way.
I did. I yelled, wrong
Oh.
way.
I see.
Like the first thing they said.
All right,
Big whoops.
Malifane, you hear wrong way.
You said I'm out of dashes?
I didn't. Unless you were using them all this time, in which case.
No.
Okay.
No, I was not. Yeah, I'm gonna run after them then.
You about face and run over in Corellian's direction. Trevlon.
How many dashes does Trevlon have left? Shit, he's used a couple. You can. How many dashes is it per chase?
3 plus your Constitution modifier, and you can keep
So-
dashing afterwards, but you risk
It'll just hurt.
exhaustion.
Yeah.
I
So
used one. Huh.
I've used 2, so I can use 2 more. So I'm gonna dash to try and catch up with Corellian then.
All right. You head over and catch up to Corellian. Fabagath, you manage to crawl out of the manhole and stand up. You don't have enough time to dash after them, but you can run at a normal pace.
Okay, I'm just at this point, I have no real ability to get back into this chase properly, probably. Can I say that I just kind of run, lightly jog over to this dead rat over here, hoist him upon my shoulders?
You just kind of saunter over and pick up the dead rat as everyone else is running in a different direction.
Oh yeah, as Mal looks over and sees the dead rat, he doesn't say anything, but in his mind he's just like, God fucking damn it.
Okay, Momo.
I have a Constitution modifier of 0, so like I don't know how many dashes I've used, but I know I've used a lot. But I'm gonna fucking risk exhaustion and dash again.
Cool.
In the direction of Corellian.
All right, make a Constitution check.
Okay. A check or a save?
Check.
Okay. I hate my life.
Oh no.
Momo, you've had a long day flying all about. You get 1 level of exhaustion. As
Damn
I
it.
look up what that does, because it stacks, and it's
I
nasty.
think that just gives you disadvantage, I think.
Yeah, that gives you
Oh, yeah.
disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah.
It is
Until you're resting.
That's not the worst thing. In comparison to the rest of them anyways.
Yeah.
Alright. Corellian, as you continue running in that direction, a bunch of horses trot out of a nearby street and slowly saunter across the road.
Horses are big.
Horses are big.
I'm small. Could I try and duck under the horses through my pursuit?
Yes, acrobatics check.
I'm good at those, Kyle.
You, kind of like duck in full armor and try to waddle under the horses. It's slow going. You
Baby, I can.
You can what? What were you gonna say? Do it.
Keep going. Just let Mal have his thing.
Hey Alex!
Yeah?
Remember that one time in CC when my character jumped on the people with acrobatics?
Yeah?
I want to do that again.
Okay, go for it.
Here we go. God help me.
Get a 20. That's not a 20.
You,
That's not a 20.
you attempt to leap onto the horses, and you, like, manage to get it halfway, so, like, your torso just kind of splays over one of the horses, and your legs kick out in the air, and the horses panic and bolt off in the opposite direction.
God! Bonus action to dash?
Action to, get the fuck off the horse and try to catch up with your friends, I'll allow.
Fair.
Alright,
Okay.
Trevlon.
What exactly am I seeing in front of me right now, just for reference?
Well, a
Horses.
flying half-elf, for one thing.
Horses. Are some of them, are they all running in the wrong direction? Are they staying still? What's happening?
Just the one Malifane jumped onto. There are still two more.
Excellent. Travelin is going to do exactly what Corellian did, but have a far better time doing it, considering he has this. I've been waiting for a chance to use it.
Yeah, you just kind of like walk under the horse and keep going. And as you look ahead, you see another horse at full gallop running down the street. The tricorner hat Okiti turns back to you, gives you a two-fingered salute, and bolts off.
No.
Yeah, he is well ahead of you.
That's
Did we lose him?
That
Did
depends.
you say that there was...
I need you to make a perception check, Trevlon.
Fucking advantage. Advantage.
You're not over there to see him.
Ugh. I was fucking pissed.
Can
Oh,
I help direct because I still have a hunter's mark? Oh, never mind.
No need.
No
Everyone's fucking determined.
All right. You do manage to see him. You are bound and determined to keep track of this guy as he is just galloping down the streets of Port Mirandu on a horse. More than making up for his lack of speed, which is about to run out, by the way.
Fuck.
As he sees this, Trevlon turns to Corellian and says, "Call Mushka now."
yes.
If am I within a mile of the Fiery Grog Tavern?
Yes.
I will call her and I'll basically tell her where we are and tell her that she needs to intercept this fucking horse.
Okay.
And particularly if she can get the rat off the back of the horse, even better.
You hear a yawn and some weasel grumbling, but eventually you do get the sense that Mushka is on the move, wherever the hell she is.
This is girl team.
Momo.
I yell at Trevlon, where is he going? What direction?
Trevlon points.
Momo! Okay.
Got this.
I am going to try my last, and I want to try and use my flight speed to try and find this fucker.
Make a constitution check with disadvantage.
Ah, motherfucker, okay.
Ravis Ghost.
Baby. Okay, baby, please help. Oh,
19,
baby,
please.
Momo!
I hate my life.
Your speed is halved. You try to fly with all your might, but you just kind of like drop out of exhaustion and you cannot keep up this pace.
You tried.
So does Momo have 2 tiers of exhaustion now?
He has 2 tiers of exhaustion now.
Oh, man.
Corellian.
I'm not close enough to do much of anything, so I'm just gonna keep going in on the chase, and I guess redo the whole survival thing to make sure we don't lose him. If
Cool.
I can do that.
All right. Yeah, you run ahead, and knowing that there's going to be hoof prints now, you redouble your efforts to search for where the hell he's going. Make a survival check.
Nice.
He seems to be going in a straight line towards the market district.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, as he runs through the market district, he takes out a handful of, like, coins and baubles, tosses them into the street, and a crowd of people, like, converge on where he dropped them, then start pushing and shoving each other, trying to get at the coins and stuff, directly in your path. Mel,
How many dashes do I have left? I've only used one, right?
you used 2, and you used another to get off the horse, so 2 dashes
I did
before
what?
you risk exhaustion.
I
Yeah,
thought I
remember?
only
You
used
double
2.
dashed when you were in the sewers.
Yeah, that's right.
You double dashed it, baby.
Oh,
Mario Kart style.
okay. In that case, I'm just gonna try and catch up to Trevelon then.
Alright, you dash and catch up with Trevelon.
Wait, that's a.
Trevelon,
So there's a bunch of people in front of me, right?
there's a bunch of people in front of you.
Trevelyan takes out the pipes of haunting and just blasts it.
Alright,
Oh my god, Trevlon!
Evil.
you doot the pipes of haunting, and this ear-piercing scream of several people echoes through the market district. It's panicking. There are riots. Everyone's running to and fro. This isn't better, Trevelyan!
Trying to get them out of the way, I guess. Fair enough. Wait, are they? Are they all? Are they my height? Or are they higher?
They're human height.
Is halfling nimbleness gonna apply here?
Well, now that everyone is just running to and fro and the riot is spreading, you can risk it.
Fuck it. Trevelyan's gonna risk it.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
I will give you fucking advantage.
How?
I don't know.
Well, you gotta give it a
I
reason,
guess.
buddy.
You gotta give a
Pushing
reason.
through the crowd, I guess?
Pushing through the crowd is strength, and that would be athletics.
Fuck.
I guess I go with the 10.
Okay, you go with the 10. You are caught in the middle of the brawl and stopped, as, like, stray feet and punches strike you, Trevelyan. You take 5 bludgeoning damage, and you're kind of stuck there. Alright. Thabagath! Thabagath, I guess you are still looking at that dead rat because you are on mute.
Yeah, he's. I think he may be peeing.
Well, I can
Not
see
on
him
the dead rat,
typing.
just IRL. Oh fuck! No, there he is.
Okay.
Oh, he is
Still- yeah, he is.
He
There
is
we go.
still pooping. Thabagath is still pooping. Okay.
Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you, Fab.
Okay. As we wait for whatever wisdom from the crapper that Phil is gonna share with us.
Svenja.
And no!
All right. Thabagath says, roll to see if he knows of any necromancers in
Norandu.
Port Norandu. Make an Arcana check.
I'll do it. I got it.
You'll.
Ah.
So Thabagath yells over at you, "Hey Momo." Wait, are you saying you'll do it for Thabagath, or are you saying yell Momo at him?
Yo.
No, I'll do it for that.
Okay, cool.
Because I have this character sheet. Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And said roll what?
Arcana.
Gotcha. Come on, baby, please.
That is acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Frick! You said Arcana? Yeah! Yeah, you did!
Both start with
Son
an
of a
A.
bitch!
Necromancers
It literally
don't.
took the 1 off the 17.
Necromancers do not really make themselves known in the yellow pages. So, yeah, this isn't exactly a thing people would ask around for or know about.
Angry.
All right.
Angry.
Momo, you are tired as frick.
Is there anything I could do to help? Anything! Oh, baby, please!
Oh, baby, please! Do you have 300 gold on you?
I do?
Does Navagath have 3? He does.
Alright. Do you want to revive the rat?
Oh,
How would that help? Oh, wait, will it help?
interrogation is
Interrogate.
Okay, yes, I'll revive him.
Okay. Okay, so, Thav is saying split it, so you both lose 150 gold to
Okay.
channel divine energy through you, and you revive the rat who sits up with the
No talking. You need to catch up with the person that. Can I describe whoever he was? Wait, interrogation? I don't know what to do.
Think about who you're talking to.
Yeah, Thab, help me. I'm just a poor bird.
You're just a poor bird from a poor family. Thabagath kicks him in the face. Okay.
Knock him out.
I'm gonna count that as an unarmed strike to knock him out.
So are we just giving out of character? Are we giving up on the chase now?
Okay, all right.
I'm not.
I am gonna knock him out, obviously, and then I'm going to use Thav's rope and tie him up.
All right, you guys are well and truly out of the chase. Then, Corellian.
I guess it's up to us then.
So there are still loads of people in the way, correct?
Yeah, what was a small crowd is now a larger crowd that is spread out in panic.
Great. What I am going to try and do is, as I want to take my war pick. I want to basically slam it on my shield to make a large noise and try to intimidate my way. Fucking move!
Go for it. Intimidation.
I'm good at this and can't click on my character sheet. Smile.
Smiley
I got
face.
it. I got it. I have your character sheet. What are we? Never mind.
Never mind. I'm good at this. Says plus
Is-
grade.
He's Corellian's trying to make the crowds move for him, right?
Yeah.
Can this little ball of anger assist with that?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Considering
I'll let you roll again, Corellian.
Thank you.
Yes.
Wait, no, that's investigation. I didn't mean to click that.
No!
Ignore that.
try it again. For real this time. Fuck.
All right.
Aw.
The tiny kobold runs around snarling at people, yelling, "Move!" and banging the shield. It doesn't really work out. They're moving, but they're also kicking you, and you're kind of stuck. You take 6 bludgeoning damage.
At the risk of knowing that I'm probably going to have to roll with disadvantage, can I just try and say fuck it and run through the crowd anyways?
Sure. Make
Not
a
dash, run.
make an athletics check.
Fuck.
Come on.
I'm strong. Not Malphite, not me. I'm strong. I am
You got
capable.
this.
I can do this.
You got this.
I can do this! I can't do this! I cannot do this!
You run into the crowd, but your frame is unable to push through. You are stuck in the crowd. You take You take 5 bludgeoning damage. Trevlon, eventually you get through. Make a perception check.
Okay. If I get another 20, I'll be a happy man, but...
Come on.
Fucking really? Wow!
Oh, yes!
I am not losing sight of this motherfucker.
You see the horses just galloping on without a rider, so you look around in that general area. The Okini has gotten onto a merchandise lift, hit a wheel, and has been, like, shot up into the air onto the rooftops, like from Assassin's Creed.
Is there any... Is there another one nearby?
Nope.
Trevlon would like to try and shoot the rope that's currently trying to carry him up.
Yes.
No, scratch that.
No.
Trevlon would like to cast Shatter on the rope. Or at the very... Actually, no, that wouldn't break it, wouldn't it? Fuck it, just shoot a bow. Shoot an arrow.
Cool.
Come on.
It's all riding on this.
Come on.
God, Okay.
Use the persuader to persuade the arrow to hit the rope.
Oh, wait. With your hand crossbow?
Yeah.
Disadvantage. You're out of its regular range.
Okay.
If I helped him steady his aim, would it bring it to regular?
How good you're not next to me, are you?
You're not next to him.
But I got knocked back, didn't I?
You got knocked... Yeah, I got through, but you got knocked back.
But how am I still in this spot, then?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Wait,
Update.
There we go.
okay, you know what? Whatever.
We're fine. Here we go.
Your crossbow bolt dunks against the side of the building as the merchandise lift hoists the Okidi up and onto the rooftops as he scrambles away.
Damn it.
Trevlon's just looking out in the distance.
Around this time, Moshka comes barreling in and tackles the horse to the ground, and then looks up, and you hear telepathically Corellian, "I got him!"
Corellia just sort of like looks up, ears very flat, just good mentally. Good job. Thank you. You know, I still have a long time. Could I continue to try not chase follow, but try at least to get some semblance of where he might be going?
Yeah, survival check. He seemed to be still heading east, and that way would be the slums where the Okidi make their home.
Ooh, that does not narrow it down.
It. You were so close.
Trevlon gestures to sorry, not Trevlon. Thavaga gestures to Momo to quickly cast message on. Well, they don't know that they're giving up the chase. Oh, they get. So I guess Malafane. Say that we've got a hostage.
Okay. Momo, like, he's like breathing heavily and shit, so he's like, okay. So he prepares a spell, and he says, Mal, we have a hostage. Come here now.
Mal
And
looks
he sends-
to... Oh, go ahead.
And he casts Send, yeah.
Mal looks to the remaining two members of his party who are with him and says, "This way. We have someone to talk to."
Trevlon follows, a little bit confused, but you can't really see that. He's just
Yeah.
more anger than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. You, eventually manage to slip out of the chaotic marketplace and get to a back alley with the unconscious rat boy.
Trevlon, as soon as he sees it, looks at Momo, and a flash of guilt goes over Trevlon's face before snapping back to just cold fury.
A flash of what?
Guilt.
Oh.
Guilt for the murder!
Yeah.
Thavagath just brings up like a small thumbs up and a half-assed smile, like, it's okay. He's alive now.
Everybody, I would like you to let me do the talking,
Wait,
please.
What?
Thavagath like bows over ceremoniously with that whole over-the-top kind of hand twirly thing. Oh, I'll put my camera back on and hangouts for the two of you that can just fucking...
Okay.
I respect that you all have a lot of questions for this person, but I would like to ask all of them. So,
Please, by all means.
as much as it might tempt, and Dev, as much as it may be extremely tempting to sock this guy one, I'm pretty good at scaring people when I need to.
No,
So
no,
no
I'll get back.
Ready when you are.
Trevlon takes a deep breath, casts Prestidigitation into his palm, and makes it smell like the smelling salts, and
All right.
laughs it.
You smelling salt the Okidi, and once again they are shocked to awake. Like, Corellian, do you want to cast Zone of Truth?
I do. Thank you.
I'm fucking shaking, guys. Holy shit.
Charisma save.
Charisma save for the Okidi.
I hope he
Everyone
fails.
who's within 15 feet, I guess. If you care.
No, I'm happy to tell the truth.
I want to be able to lie.
Alright.
It made the saving throw.
Wow. Great. Awesome.
Oh, I don't need to. Oh, well, okay.
You don't
if
even need my +4, dude.
Yeah, even at disadvantage, that's fine. Trevlon looks at this guy, and he's on the ground now, right?
He is on the ground, tied up.
Trevlon firstly clicks the Persuader to give him advantage on charisma stuff. Kneels down to his level and goes,
You don't need to kneel
I'm
down,
going to-
he's the size of you.
fair enough. I thought he was tied up and on the ground, though.
He's still the size of you. You're very small.
The size of you.
He's
Fair
a
enough.
big boy.
Right, okay,
Yeah,
fair
you're
enough.
very small.
Trevlon looks him in the eye and takes a deep breath and says this. I recognize you probably have a very strong desire to lie right now, but I don't think I need to tell you. If you say anything other than what I want to hear, I'll kill you again. Talk. And he points the Persuader at him.
The Okidi gets a big, shit-eating grin on its face. What I want to hear.
He shoots him in the arm.
Alright! Okay, the Okidi
Mal
falls on...
has no It's worth noting that Mal has no reaction to this.
It's
Right.
worth noting that that Thavagath is trying his very best not to giggle at that, because that's fucking funny.
I can't believe you keep getting fucking owned by Okidi.
After shooting him in the arm, Trevlon immediately says Healing Word and casts it at level 3.
Alright. The Okidi is healed up, back from unconsciousness, looks at you, smokes again. Perhaps little man should have had some more specification when asking questions, yes?
Perhaps you shouldn't have stolen my sister. Now, let's try this again. So, firstly, your boss. Where is he?
That's what we would like to know.
Can I roll insight to see if this guy is just trying to fuck with me?
Yeah, absolutely. The shit-eating grin disappeared from the rat's face once he said, wouldn't you like to know? So you think he is not, in fact, messing with you.
Wait. The rat, the Okidi that we were chasing with the tricorner hat and the lavender vest, was he blue by any chance?
No, he had pale brown fur. Are you asking that
Was
in
that-
character? Are you asking that in character, by the way?
No, I'm not asking that in character, but I will say this in character. Actually, wait. Hold on. That hat. Was that hat the same hat that Captain Vince was wearing last night?
That it would be indeed. He did not come back, and all that was left was that.
He didn't come back from, presumably, what's the word? The little trip to the bank?
No. He dropped off the treasure and did not manage to make it back to the ship. Yeah.
And that rat.
You are talking, of course, about Jemvikila Kavila, yes?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. I'm just going to call him Jemvik because I don't give a shit.
Jemvikila Kavila, if you're going to talk to us, there are so many Jemviks around here. You need to use the full name, otherwise I'll have no idea who you are talking about.
Mal slaps him.
Mal, no, don't touch.
Trevlon looks at Mal like dead set, like don't do that again.
Can I roll? Can I roll to see if the last part of what's the guy's name? Jemvik.
Jemvikila Kavila.
Can I roll to see if that last part is bullshit?
Do you speak Okiti?
No.
How are you going to know?
I don't. I just am saying.
Well, you can just be meta and look at this sheet that Alex has carefully provided and see that it's right there.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
Rude.
Trevlon firstly points the persuader back at the rat's face and goes, I think you're under the impression that you're in some sort of control in this conversation.
Wait, Trevlon, wait. Did anyone else make it back from the bidding last night?
Not that I am aware of.
Do you know this particular... Why are you here?
We are here to get our leader back. And we figure an equivalent exchange would be more than reasonable, yes?
Tricky thing about that. You just stole two very important people. One of which is more important than the other, of course, and one of which holds very significant importance to me. This is the thing. You're going to tell me where you've taken them, or I am going to do much worse than kill you. And I'd like to roll intimidation, please.
Sure.
Momo scoots behind Trevlon, leans to the side to where the Okiti can see him, and just goes mouths, I would not fuck around right now.
Bold to assume that I know that.
So, were you not let in on all of the plan then?
My part of the plan was to tag in. That was it.
Interesting. Is that usually how it works for a lot of Kokiti operations? To save on information and also telling, well, inquisitive folks like me the whole story?
It works that way when there are very angry men who are threatening us with crossbows, yes.
Corellian, what was the ship called?
It was called the Black Lightning.
I would presume that rings a bell at least.
I mean, duh.
Okay. I would like to continue this conversation, maybe even learn more about what's happening. So I'm going to pay a visit to that ship. Do anybody else have any questions for this guy?
What's her name?
Ah, finally, someone is polite enough to ask. It is so infrequent that happens. My name is... Oh, God! Yeah! Oh, no! The DM
You done
has
diddly fucked up, Alex.
Say the name, Alex.
My name is Kikikaki Slaminata!
Can't... Oh.
I'm sorry, what
Can you type that out, please?
Kikikati Samanata.
Kikikati Slaminata!
That sounds eerily similar to another name.
Kikikati Slamanata.
Do you have a generator for these names, dude?
No!
Wow.
Kikikati Slamanata.
Does that name have a meaning by any chance?
Do you speak Okiti?
It's just
No
that
is the
sounds
answer.
very similar to another name we've heard.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Damn your
And
racism.
Mal's racism continues!
Fuck off! I'm not speaking in math. As
Oh,
math.
all Katie names sound the same, huh, Mel?
What, are you saying that all Okiti names are just gobbledygook to you, Mel?
Look, I know you're playing with me, but I am just as pissed as the character is right now, so...
Got it. Trevon looks at Corellian and asks, "What do you tend to do with this one?"
What?
Corellian?
Corellian sort of looks at Trevlon and then looks at the crossbow and says, I don't think that what you want to do right now would be in our best interests, Trevlon, if I'm being honest.
And, if this person had adopted any of your loved ones, I'm sure you would definitely be saying the same thing, Corellian.
Trevor.
He's more useful to us. Breathing.
Corellian just sort of gives this half smile, half grimace. Trevlon. Yes, I would be saying the same thing. Greater good. Greater good. And doing what you want to do will not help us with that, no matter how much you want to do it.
Mal glares down at the rat and just sort of, nudgingly looks. It's just like, there are fates worse than death. I'm sure we can find a use for them.
Trevlon, do you remember what you told me in the caves?
Gotta admit, right now it's kind of escaped my memory.
So, Kiki Katis Laminata, where are the negotiations for this exchange going to be held? Because I think it would be in our very best interests to attend.
Oh, we were just going to let the banker sit and sweat it out while he wonders what could possibly have happened to his sister. And then, hopefully, he'll be willing to talk for once.
And all the other people who vanished, is that you're doing as well?
Consider it additional pressure.
Funny.
What do they plan on doing with the caption? With the, people who were captured?
Oh, don't worry. We are not going to lay a finger on them.
Is anyone else going to?
And if the deal
Do you
goes
think,
south,
do you think we are going to, subcontract to other people who are going to lay a finger on them? That sounds like a waste of time and effort, honestly.
Ask the big guy's question. What happens if deal fails?
The shit-eating grin returns. The big guy's question. What happens if the deal fails?
Can I slap him? I really want to slap him.
No.
Oh, no. That's exactly what he
Tiny
wants. I think
thing.
this guy gets off on it.
you have the dainty womanly fingers of a person who does not slap intimidatingly. No.
I am not up for your shenanigans.
Momo goes up to Trevlon and whispers in his ear, if you have to get something out of him, break his fingers.
Could be an idea. We're going to use you as a hostage. We're going to politely escort you to the ship, and we're going to have a nice chat with your friends, and we're going to sort all this out. You're going to stay within our care for a little while. In fact, I think I know exactly where to hide you for the time being. Does anybody know where our banker friend lives?
Bang. Remind me again who that is?
The guy who we're trying to bid against.
The Warrior Lad.
Oh.
I have no idea where his residence is.
Do you, sir? And Trevlon looks at the Okiti.
The Okiti thinks, don't you think if I knew that, I would be stink bombing the place?
Man makes a point. I must say, though, after this whole chase, I would say that a rest would be nice before we, do this. Tricky.
We're not
Very
good
tricky.
at this. We're not good at this hostage thing.
No.
I mean, I didn't want to give a performance review mid-performance.
You shut your mouth. I wasn't talking to you.
Very intimidating, Momo.
I did my best.
Indeed.
Can we just lock him in a small box with the vacuum cleaner blowing into the pipes of haunting for like an hour?
That could be an idea. For now, though,
Wait.
Trevlon would like to search him.
Okay. I actually do have a table for what is in an Okiti's pockets. As I go look for it.
Sexy products.
Wow, that
12
was the
bottles
wrong.
of vanilla Coke.
All right. He is carrying a dagger, a short sword, and a tattered coin purse with some money in it. Let's roll for money. And it is
Yay.
1 silver piece and and 21 copper.
Congratulations, you have nothing of value.
I would give you a middle finger if my hands were not tied behind my back.
And I would cut it off as soon as you did it, so think
Well, I mean,
about
that would make sense. You are, after all, the one responsible for making sure the slums are the way they are, Mr. Blue Quill.
That's true. Okay,
Wait.
so,
Momo,
What was that again?
You fucking
how
heard
in the
me.
hell do you... And how in the hell do you know that name?
Everyone in the slums knows it was poor little Mr. Blue Quill, so eager to get something done, that he was the first one to start selling out land developments to the rich boys uptown in Port Mirandu. And now, there's a shithole down by the docks. But hey, it's home, isn't it?
Momo,
What?
do you still have that bag of holding?
Wait, what?
Do you still have the bag of holding?
I do. Why?
You said that can fit anything, right?
it'll suffocate him before you...
That will suffocate him, Malafino, you crazy? Do you remember when I accidentally put my head inside and I almost suffocated?
It's too good to be true.
Yeah.
I have had...
That's a very nice thing that you just said about me, mate.
Am I wrong?
Unfortunately not. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's just... Travelon immediately just starts wailing into this motherfucker.
Alright.
Momo, like, shouts and tries to pull Trevlon off of him.
And
No.
Stagath pulls
Let
Momo
him
away
be.
immediately.
Yeah, leave him be. This guy
But
deserves...
Stagath is just going to stop before it gets lethal.
Yeah.
Alright, you now have Bloody
Bloody
Knuckles,
Knuckles,
and the Okiti looks like shit.
Now, if you say another smart thing, your tongue's out of your mouth.
You say this to his unconscious body.
I guess I overdid it.
He got what was coming to him.
Just a tad.
Ammonia salts?
Pathetic scum.
He's right, though. That happened. It was a long time ago.
That's...
I was very desperate, and I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Exactly.
My mother didn't get one.
Sorry, just the instant that Malifaux says that, Thavageth very almost audibly raises an eyebrow in the direction of Malifaux, just like, alright.
So, what now?
I guess. What if we? Okay, I'm not the best at coming up with plans, but what if one of us took our friend here, Kikikatislaminata? I did it! What if one of us took him back to Batman's hole?
Leave it to me. He's not
That'd be a
getting
bit too out of the way, wouldn't it?
That would be too long. That would be too long a time.
That is
to
a
wait.
long journey.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we take him back to our room at fucking Fiery Grog. I'll do it.
I will say though, I know
Well, fucking
exactly
right.
the sort of person who might be very interested in the whereabouts of a group of missing Port Mirandu citizens, and might be very interested to get some help in recovering them. Who isn't our banker acquaintance?
What did you have in mind?
Shall we have a chat with Mr. Lionbelly again? He might be able to help us.
Are you insane?
He's the mayor of this town. As much as he is a slime bag, he at least cares enough to try and prevent a PR crisis like this. And if the banker's son, or daughter I should say, doesn't get returned soon, God knows there's gonna be hell.
Valkyrie pops up from unconsciousness to really say, "She's his sister, you dumbass!" and then goes back into unconsciousness.
I could slap him again, but he's right.
Why go to Lion Belly? I mean, we could go to the Grand Aegis of the Guard. I'm
If
sure
we went to,
also more than happy and more than willing to help us. Not trying to say anything, but you and Lion Belly aren't exactly on the best terms.
and plus, I believe if he saw you in this I don't mean to interrupt you correctly, but if Mayor Lionbelly saw you in this state that you are now, bloody knuckles and everything, what if he uses that against you in the future sometime?
It's true that he doesn't exactly have the best view.
Biggest heart for you.
Good points. This Grand Aegis fella. How are we going to contact him?
Well, I presume that, well, the Guarda's offices does it not. It'd be easy enough to get directed to, if anything, especially if we have the information that I have. As well as leverage.
That would seem to be the idea. We could also go back to the scene of the crime, maybe. He might be around there. Certainly this would be a big enough deal for him to pop out. Either way, one of us needs to make sure that this guy is kept carefully out of sight.
Leave that to me. He is not in my sight.
But
I was
what if he tries to run away?
That's why we keep one of us with him. One of us has to not rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not the one that just chased down for a while. I don't have any exhaustion, and I'm a big burly boy. Punch this guy out.
I think I still have enough energy in me. Please, trust me.
Mal, honestly, I believe you should come with us. Let's have a deal with him.
Yeah, I'm not the smartest, and we need all the smarts you can get. You know,
I'm trying to convince people. We might as well get all the good words.
Leave the dumbass with the big muscles to look after this piece of shit.
Before we go, I'd like to apologize for my behavior there. That was...
Hey,
Why? It was completely justified.
Just because,
Mal, do you? You seem more angry than Trevlon, and that confuses me. Admittedly. Are you okay?
Mal isn't necessarily more angry than me, Momo. He's just, he's quite expressive. And when I'm angry, I'm quiet.
See.
Besides, in a sense, I also know what it's like to lose someone. I don't
Yes,
want anyone
yes,
to do
don't
it
we
again.
all?
Yeah, don't bring that up. No, it's not the right time.
I've had a look.
Okay, I understand.
recog-
Time and place. Time and place.
I'd rather not think that I've lost my sister, Mal. I appreciate
What
where
I'm
you're coming
saying
from.
is, I don't want it to happen again.
I get that.
Would you like a shovel? Dig a bit deeper, what don't you?
At the same time,
Have.
you know,
Mal shoves him and walks back in the direction of the tavern.
Shoves who? For
Val.
clarity. Okay.
Yeah.
He's had enough of his shit for today.
it's been a very interesting day, hasn't it? We haven't got much time to lose. If anybody else wants to come with me, also you should. Trevelyan immediately looks at Momo. You should go with Mal, by the way. You look
What?
exhausted.
I can come along. I'm not that exhausted.
You look like shit, Momo.
This comes from me.
Corellian will call Mosca over. You can ride Mosca back to the fiery grog. Get some rest.
Muska looks over at you, Momo, and does a little blep with her tongue.
Momo tilts his head like, oh, man, I want to go with you guys, but I also really want to ride Muska. And he's like, if you think that's what's best.
Go on, get some rest, fix your...
I'll send message sooner or later to make sure you guys are okay.
Trevelyan nods and casts prestidigitation on his hands to clean them.
Okay.
Good luck, you guys. And he hops on Mosca.
Cool. And so the group splits off, and we are 15 minutes over, so I am cutting it off here, and